time would be a great time for you this afternoon? Yeah, 3 p.m. will work great. And this is from Duns and Bradstreet, correct? You said for tax. You said for tax consultation. Okay. 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 Well, I'm sold. I'm totally with it. Let's put something on the books for 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock works perfectly for me. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. All right. Yo, what's the deal? Hold on. Let me swing back over here. Like, man. Hey, man, we gonna be getting into some you see what the title is. Topic of discussion, episode 10. Yo, my player partner from 11A Block Crib, Crazy, what's the dinner now, man? Hey, much love and respect from my tribe to your tribe. Tonight I'm gonna be jumping into a controversial topic, but never anything in a fashion that can resurrect or create any tension or any bad blood in between my homies and your homies. It's just the Beninoy, he made some audacious and some bold statements. Like, you feel what I'm saying? The Beninoy said some shit in it. Man, what's the deal with my people out there in Brooklyn? Man, listen, man, I be off that polo shit, like how y'all be off that polo shit out there. Like, they say y'all wear a lot of polo out there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't been to Brooklyn yet, man. I was supposed to come out there to Brooklyn, what, like 2019, but something that happened. My player partner, he was shooting a film out there in Flatbush, Brooklyn. He was shooting a film out there, but unfortunately, man, my player partner passed away, man. An amazing up and coming director by the name of Tariq Jackson, man. That was my loved one. That was my boy. And when my player partner passed on, man, it hit me hard, man. You know what I mean? He was gonna be the next best thing. Even individuals that was a part of his entourage in his class when he graduated from USC went on to direct movies and be a part of major productions like Black Panther 2. What was the other movie that his partner did? His partner did the Transformer movie, the Beast Wars and all this and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate it, homie, from my section to your section. It's all love. I appreciate the support, man. You know what I mean? I try my best to keep it as thorough and as organic as I can, on my platform, man. I try not to discriminate against niggas and all this. And I feel like me not taking heed to certain things that I was advised of, it always has a way of coming back and stabbing a nigga in the back and all this and all that. Like, you feel me? But we gonna get into some content, man. This is the completion of topic of discussion. Topic of discussion, and this one is entitled "Friends or Foe." I just want to put it out there. None of my content is aimed at Smooth Groove. I don't have a problem with Smooth Groove. I don't have a problem with the other nigga either. It's just certain things have manifested. You know what I mean? It's in an awkward space and all this. But I just wanted to come on here and address some things, and then I'm gonna do a part two. I'm not the type of nigga that starts some and don't see it all the way through. Whatever other niggas doing all this and all that, man, I'm gonna complete the mission. I've been like that when I was super thugging in the streets. I've been like that in the California Youth Authority. I've been like that in the California Department of Corrections and all that. If I'm initiating something, I'm gonna see it through. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just is what it is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But as I've said, none of this content is aimed at Brother Smooth Groove. I don't have a problem with Cuz. I don't got a problem with the other nigga either. It's just some shit that came up. I have been made aware of some things, and we gonna get into those things. See, look, check this out, dog. Niggas know niggas. The facade, the masquerading, and the perpetrating that a lot of niggas do on the internet, like, you and I know what's going on. Niggas know, like, you feel what I'm saying? I want to be responsible and very meticulous with my words. Because the tongue is like a deadly sword. You feel what I'm saying? You can speak a curse, or you can speak a blessing, or you can cast a curse. We don't want to cast no curses and all that, but it's some shit that I want to get to the bottom of and I want to put out there. Like, real niggas that's trooping, real niggas that's thugging, whether you on this side of the fence or that side of the fence, old habits never die easy. Real niggas never put themselves in a position to where a nigga give authority to a female to dictate a nigga cripping, to dictate a nigga manhood, or how a nigga conduct himself as a man. A lot of these niggas come on this motherfucker and they pop shit. They this, they that. Man, a lot of these niggas ain't shit on Steve-O. And if a nigga take umbrage or a nigga take offense to anything that I'm saying on my content on Eastside PJ Crip, I drop addresses, I pull up, I'm with the full-fledged shit. I don't want to be with the full-fledged shit. Listen, dog, when I came into this live, I'm discussing business. I have a business. A lot of people say, why you fraternize with these type of guys and this, that, and third, and you a thorough nigga. We did research and we ran your background, man. All your homies say good shit about you. So why you fraternize with them type of niggas? 2 reasons. Number one, Imperial Vision is a business. This is an LLC. So whoever I decide to do business with, that has nothing to do with the streets. Whether a nigga PC, whether a nigga GP, this is a business. I get paid for this. This produces dividends and capitals for me that I then take care of housing supplies, the ceiling. You know what I mean? I do shit for my house, my children, or I take what little money I get off this YouTube shit and I invest it in something else to make supplemental income. I'm always trying to find ways to get paper as a black man, right? As a kid, I was sleeping in cars, vacant houses, sleeping on the beach. Like, I had it hard, my nigga. My daddy was on that heroin. My daddy was the type of dude, all respecting my pops. I love you. You feel what I'm saying? Me and my father, we on amazing terms. I love my pops, right? But my pops was the type of dude that allowed, like another weird ass nigga. My pops was the type of dude that allowed a woman to have major influence over his life, his lifestyle, and how he got down, like, right? So that resulted in me, living in the streets. As I said, sleeping in cars, vacant houses, and all that until I learned how to hustle. I told y'all my story. Very transparent about my lifestyle, who I am, who I ain't, my shortcomings, and all this and all that, right? I remember my mama let me come right there for like maybe a week, probably like a week. And she said, yeah, listen to me on PJ Crip. Listen to what I'm about to tell you, cuz. Because a lot of these weird ass niggas don't understand the game. And that's why niggas is always in compromised and fucked up situations. Because niggas don't understand the game. Niggas don't know how to play the game. Niggas rely on being an ex-gangster. Nigga, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Nigga, get out there and get you some money. When niggas is in these situations with women who don't know themselves, with women who are not connected with their true divine femininity, it creates an imbalance in that nigga. Go out there and get you some motherfucking money, nigga. Seize opportunities, nigga. But anyways, as I was saying, my mama told me this. Yeah. In America, a man without money is a man without power. I want you to allow that to marinate. In America, a man without money is a man without power. These niggas is powerless because they don't know how to go out there and be resourceful and create opportunities for themselves. Or ain't nobody give me this. Ain't nobody technically supposed to give you shit. In a regular functioning community, which we don't come from, because our communities is full of dysfunction, nobody's obligated to give you shit. We come from a community, and I'm not shooting shot at my black folks. I love y'all. We gotta make some improvements. It has to be a certain level of it has to be a certain level of improvement in our communities that we have to accomplish in a short span of time. We ain't got time to keep fucking around, playing games and all this and all that. But getting back to what I was saying, like, man, don't nobody owe no man shit. Nigga, you got to get out there and get it. And if you can't get out there and get it, then you know why. I want to be responsible with my words, cuz PJ Crip. I don't want to come on here like other niggas and get emotional and just start saying shit that you're going to come back later and apologize for. So I'm going to just take the initiative to just compose myself for a minute There we go. A man in America, a man without money is a man without power. That's why I do my best to seize opportunities to work, hustle, keep my business going, get on here, make content, because the little money that I do make off of here, it can be useful for other components and aspects of my life. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna get into this content, man. Somebody hit me and said, hey man, this, that, and third, man, check this out and check this out. This is why we think this, that, and third. I'm like, oh, never, like, nah, I don't think it's that, but all the time it was that, like, right? I learned that as a man, as a warrior, as a soldier, there's certain conversations and there's certain things you don't talk about in the presence of a female. You don't talk about gangster shit in the presence of a female, especially if that female ain't no gangster. She ain't out here trooping and she ain't doing this and doing that. You don't introduce her to those elements. Gangsters have gangsters type of conversations away from the women. In most Islamic and Muslim traditions, right, when you go to the Middle East and you deal with these individuals who are serious Muslims, I don't want to say real Muslims, but these serious Muslims that live by the Quran and so on and so forth, right? They eat, they breathe the Quran. When a woman is in close proximity, or when a woman is in the same household as man, right? The man would the women excuse themselves. The women go into a separate room, and the women go into the separate room and have women type conversation, while the men are in this different room and they politic and they have the conversations that men have. It's needless to say that topic of discussions with Smooth Groove in King James 11,800, that shit is a wrap. Since its inception, Bando for life, watch the deal, Hitty. Since its inception, you know, people been tapping in like, man, what's going on? Like, oh man, I can't subscribe to that, or I can't do this and I can't do that. And this is my thing as a black man who is forward thinking, cuz, and this is how I felt about certain individuals. Even though some people say niggas felt as gangbangers, all this and all that, but niggas ain't felt as black men. So as black men, we got to create another narrative that deviates from the shit that we was taught in the streets. So that's why I give motherfuckers equal opportunities. That's number one. To come on here, I'm very liberal on my platform. Number two, is so that the kids and the public, the viewers, can understand why certain people make the decisions that they make. Because a lot of people on this internet, they tell you, oh, this nigga's a PC, this nigga is this, that, and third. I'm into psychology. But why did he make that decision? Why did she respond like that? So we get to the why, we get to the nitty gritty, so we can better understand the situations and the conditions that a motherfucker was facing before they made the decisions that they made. That's why I didn't mind being in partnership or being in concert with certain individuals. But we about to get into this content. Bando Life LLC say, what's good, PJ? Man, I'm super cool like a deep freezer, PJ. What's popping with you? Bando Life say, don't never have apologies for speaking what's on your heart. Nah, it ain't no apologies, dog. Like, this is the type of nigga I am, Edie. I done did so much wrong to my own people in my community that when I embarked on my journey of rediscovery or self-discovery, God allowed me to reconnect with a conscience or a part of me that I buried. We become desensitized to the things that we do to each other and the things that we witness in our community. So when God blessed me to reconnect with my conscience, when God blessed me to have the ability to feel again, to live and to be in this space that I am now, sometimes a nigga be like, damn, did I overdo that? Or am I wrong for that? Could I have did that differently? And that's called a conscience, see? So I'm not apologizing for that. I apologize at times, dog, because I got to answer to a higher power, not this internet shit. You know what I mean? And I just want to make sure that anything that I do, that my ways is pleasing to the Most High God. That's why I don't discriminate on niggas. That's why I don't backbite it and talk behind niggas' backs like a lot of these weird ass niggas. But I'm so thorough on PJ Watts that a lot of shit that a lot of weird ass niggas told me in private, I never bring that shit to the internet. Niggas that be pretending to be cool with niggas and talking bad about them. Saying some of the most vile, fucked up, treasonous shit that they can say. But it's not on Bobby Ye to bring that shit to the internet, because what we talk about in private, nigga, that shit stay private. A lot of bitch ass niggas become emotional and shit that you done told a nigga in secrecy. That nigga now want to make it public. That's bitch nigga shit. That's sucker nigga shit. That's hoe ass nigga shit. But we gonna get into the content. Hey, but Bando, I appreciate that, Heedy. You feel what I'm saying? Keita, what's the deal, Heedy? Much love and respect. PJ Crip, I love you on mic. Some of these have female traits, so that's very hard to do with some individuals, specifically if they are certified weenies. Ducky Jackson says, appreciate that, Bando. Ducky Jackson say, we never falling asleep, gangster homie. We get older and smarter on the rental, cuz. We do get wiser. We do become smarter, all this and all that, cuz, but it's going to be a lot of challenges. It's going to be a lot of challenges, cuz. I said this before. Bad company corrupt good character. PJ Crip. I'm trying to ascend to another level to where I can tell brothers like, listen, that way of living is obsolete. We can't crucify these niggas or this nigga and persecute them and nail them to the cross because of replicating or perpetuating a lifestyle that don't serve none of us no good. So that's why I give niggas opportunities and chances and all that, because it's time for us to get in these households and be fathers, to be taxpaying citizens, to be voters, to be things that are productive and to be things that can be productive and advance and move our people and our cultures forward. I had a conversation with my partner from East Coast, man, to shout out to Cuz. Cuz don't want to be named, but he on that level 4 yard, right? And he say, my young Heedy, I don't know why you fuck with the likes of Wooty Wap and all this and all that. He was like, look, think about this. He said a lot of niggas dropped out at a time to where it ain't rocking, it ain't cracking. He say, listen, Heedy, I've been doing time since I was a baby. He say, man, this is the easiest time a nigga ever did because the racial tension ain't there. The race riots, the gang wars, Crips and Bloods and Crips against BGF, Crips against, you know what I mean? It ain't there. So he's like, man, I don't have no compassion or sympathies to niggas who say that they're active gangbangers, this, that, and third, and they decided to go to the other side. Like, nigga, this shit is easy. And he says, since a lot of them niggas is, you know what I mean, going to the other side, he's like, man, the yards is cool. Motherfuckers ain't getting into it. Motherfuckers ain't, because he say, this ain't verbatim, I'm paraphrasing. He's saying that all the bad motherfuckers, all the no good motherfuckers, all the bottom feeders and all the, you know what I mean, just the trash ass niggas, they gone. They went to the other side. And I believe that, because when you look at it and you hear the stories about the shit that niggas is doing on the other side, from going from GP yards to going to these yards that's SNY, whatever the fuck they is, and all this and all that. And I'm not sending shots. I'm not shooting shots at nobody that's SOP, SNY, 50-50, none of that. So let's not get shit misconstrued. I'm just relaying a message that the big homie from East Coast on Steve-O, on my baby, gave to me. And now that I'm thinking about it, it makes a lot of sense. Like, but we're gonna get into this content, cause last night I got a call, dog. One thing I ain't is a ranker, and I'm not big online. Earlier in the day, I'm chopping game with my homie that I reached out to 3 or 4 days ago through his family. I said, hey, tell Wooty Wap to call me, cuz, you know what I mean? I wanna verify incident, if it happened or not. Me and my baby mama, we eat lunch, and if you know me, dog, I be on these phones, I be handling business. When I first came through this motherfucker, I'm talking to a tax agency that's gonna help me file and do my taxes and establish business credit for this business right here. One of my business, Imperial Vision LLC, right? I handle a lot of business, directors, producers, people who own non-profit organizations that's looking for curriculums, looking for speakers and all that. I'm always on the phone handling business, dog. It had been times that I'd have been live and somebody called me and I'm like, hold on, man, it's some paper. And, you know, I get off for a minute and handle that BI, right? So when a homie called me at the restaurant, I like, listen, he call me back a little later. I'm thinking he going to call back in an hour, 2 hours. It was just ironic and coincidental that he called me back when I was on the live. And he was like, man, that shit never happened. And it ain't go down like that, whoopty whoop and all that. Maybe I was wrong for coming on here and telling the nigga King James, hey, Heedy, the homie said that situation that went down at whoopty whoop, it ain't go down like that. Heedy, like, you lying. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have pulled him to the side and said, hey, cuz, I talked to my homie that you said this, that, and third about, and whoopty whoop, and cuz gave a whole different account and all this and all that. I guess the nigga getting his feelings and all this and all that. And it's cool, like, right? That's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go more in depth into that situation tonight when I go live tonight and I talk about the ghetto informant program and all this type of shit. But we're gonna get into this content, dog. We talking about this shit is just crazy on PJ Crip, dog. Allow me to compose myself because I don't want to say anything that can create no shit. A man have to learn how to master and control his emotions, or his emotions will lead him into destruction. We're gonna get into this content. My folks, they send me some timestamps on why the nigga behaved in a fashion that he behaved in, because he was trying to put on for his old lady. I'm not gonna disrespect her, call out her name, or none of that. The nigga, see, a lot of niggas masquerade and pretend to be this. Bobby A don't. Any female that I interact and I rock with, they know me by the character of my actions. They know my actions by my character. They know my character by my actions. I don't gotta pretend to be gangster and tell these old loped out ass tales and these war dogs and all this. And if somebody challenges, it's this, that, and third. I don't have to do that. A lot of niggas be trying to maintain a certain imaginary representation to their females. Some of these weird ass niggas is broke. They ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out. So the woman then becomes the man, the dictator, the head of the household. And a lot of these niggas live their life walking on eggshells. Like, nigga gotta walk on eggshells. That's not my reality. I ain't gotta pretty my words up to make sure that it's pleasing to a woman. I'm raw, I'm rugged, I'm thugged out as a motherfucker, but I got a heart of gold and I love my people. If I love you and I rock with you, I fuck with you. When you hurt on Steve, oh, I hurt. When you down, nigga, we down. And I've been like this since I was a kid, cuz. I was blessed to start fucking with this female. Boom, she give a nigga the key to the spot and all this and all that. But her thing was, listen, I don't want none of your PJ homies in my house because I got my kids here. So one day the homie come to the house, cuz, and he's like, man, I ain't got nowhere to go, cuz. Can I stay right here? I'm like, baby, you gonna trip, Heedy. But this what I'm gonna do, cuz. I'm gonna come out there with you. Nigga, if you ain't got no place to go, nigga, I'm gonna leave my comfort. I'm gonna leave my warm bed, nigga, and I'm about to troop in the streets with you. If I love you and you going through it, I'm going through it until we can figure this shit out. And that may be a default. That may be a default of a nigga. Like, a nigga love a little bit too hard. But anyways, I know I'm digressing and all this and all that. I'm trying to keep everything organized and smooth flowing. But this is a challenge, Edie. This is a challenge, like, especially when niggas start talking mafia and all this and all that. Like, niggas is this, that, and third. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, when niggas know, like, niggas know you, like, you feel what I'm saying? Fuck the internet shit. Like, niggas really be knowing niggas, like, niggas call in on niggas. I'm not no messy nigga, so I don't be like, oh yeah, this nigga said this nigga said that. But all I'm gonna say is niggas know niggas on PJ Crib. We gonna get into that a little bit later. But getting back into a man being afforded the opportunity to be a man and not living off the AFDC check in a government aid of a female. She get a check, she got this, or she do this and she the breadwinner. So a lot of these weird ass niggas got to be in tow of they, you know what I mean? A lot of these niggas got to live to the restraints, the parameters and the boundaries of a woman. That ain't my reality, like on PJ Crib. Now a lot of this shit makes sense. Like, gangsters is not supposed to talk gangster in front of women. That's not the correct audience to talk about gangster shit. That's not the right audience to have a gentleman-like discussion, nigga. That's why they call it a gentleman-like discussion, you stupid motherfucker. But when these niggas try to entwine and mix the two, it always put a motherfucker in a position to where it's gonna be to your detriment. Because if you gonna uphold this code of being a gentleman, a man of honor, a real certified individual, or are you going to create or reduce yourself and relegate yourself to the status of being under the foot of a woman? Because this version she don't want, she don't like, she can't control it. So you got to give her this version in order for a nigga to have a place to stay, a plate to eat, all this old type of shit. That ain't my reality. I just spent $4,500 on some couches. I just spent $2,600 on my mattress, my bed. I just spent $1,200 on my daughter mattress, my daughter bed. I just spent what? $1,200 on some on washing machine and dryer and all that. Nigga, I pay my own rent. I just spent a decent amount of money for a, like, you feel what I'm saying? A woman can't control me. I don't live up under the foot of a woman. Before I live up under the foot of a woman on Eastside PJ Wash Crip, I'm gonna get out there in the streets and I'm gonna take some chances. Because that's what a man is about, nigga. We are hunter gatherers. A lot of these niggas don't understand this concept. So when they don't understand the concept, you basically put yourself in a position of being what? A bitch. Some of these old gangster ass niggas and all this thug out shit, some of these niggas really living like bitches. Some of these niggas really living like bums on PJ, on Steve-O. That ain't my reality, cuz. Let's get into this content, cuz. I'm going to show you why a motherfucker felt the need to express themselves in a fashion that they express themselves, even though it wasn't gentleman-like conduct. Even though it wasn't a proper representation of the faith that they claim to subscribe to. You this and this, but how you go from being this and this to being that? That don't make no sense. How much sense does it make? So you this and you that and you on that, but when you faced with a challenge and an obstacle, you this. You can't be that. Because motherfuckers that came on here and said, hey nigga, you ain't that. So keep that out of your mouth. So how you go back to that? But thank God that I'm a forward-thinking individual and I know how to mitigate situations so that they don't overflow into some whole other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfucker was able to put a cap on it, cuz. But I don't repeat private conversations and all this and all that, but you and I know what's going on. Let me show you the origin of a nigga acting in a fashion of a bitch on PJ Crip. Now watch this. I got the timestamps. We had a conversation within a conversation last night. We was talking about relationships. It was a lot of sidebarring and all this and all that. We don't trip off that. If a nigga can't control his old lady and a nigga can't control or regulate and potentially dominate his household, that's all good. Like that's on that nigga. My shit over here is straight. When I'm talking about what I'm talking about and all this and all that, whether I'm online or in person, and this ain't being what is it called? Chauvinistic. I think it's chauvinistic. This ain't being chauvinistic. This ain't me saying men are more superior to women, but my woman, any woman that I deal with is gonna know her place. Baby, when I'm handling business and I'm doing this and I'm in this and this and I'm engaged in that, please, baby, don't make no unless it pose a risk to my life or safety and security. You just watch my back. You just make sure everything is cool and everything looks straight. But as far as comment and all this, especially if I'm in a gentleman-like conversation, don't do that. But some niggas ain't got that authority. You know what I mean? Because niggas is living out of here like bums, PJ Crip. And God forgive me, I'm not financially shaming nobody and none of this and none of that. But when niggas do certain shit, they be like really? Like, that's what this is all about? Okay. Niggas then created this false image and presented it to a female. And when certain things transpire, that female is looking at you like, so a nigga got to put on, that weird shit up out of here, cuz on PJ Crip. Let's get into the content. This is from last night's broadcast, cuz. Let me see. Yeah, this from last night broadcast, cuz. All right, the first one is going to be at 3240. Let's go to 3240. Check game.
We need to add some.
I'm gonna run that back. It's female in the back. We talking about relationships and all this and all that, nigga. If you ain't qualified and certified to talk about relationships without your old lady putting her hand in your ass and using you like a puppet, if you don't have that autonomy, if you don't have that liberty to discuss that, nigga, you should have said, you know what, dog, I don't know a lot about relationships, or I'm in a position to where I can't talk as a man, so I'm gonna pass this one. But I'm gonna replay it for you. Where old lady jump on and I don't give a fuck about no nigga and all this and all that, like. And you tell me, is this the I want y'all to tell me, is this the type of treatment that a man is supposed to deal with and go through? I don't play, my nigga. We gonna get you up out of there. I don't play. Whatever a nigga feel, listen, that's on Eastside PJ Watch Crip. Whatever a nigga feel, a nigga got my address, dog. That just is what it is. I don't play, dog, on PJ Crip. A lot of niggas thought a nigga played and all this and all that, like, and whatever, like, you feel what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna get on this motherfucker, be emotional and say this, that, and third, and all this and all that, but I don't play, my nigga. And if a nigga feel like I'm playing, or if a nigga feel like I said some shit that's disrespectful or offensive to a nigga, all I can tell a nigga is play ball on Steve-O. Play ball. I'll be coming to LA. I'll be coming to LA tomorrow, the 30th. I'll be out in LA from the 30th to the 31st. If a nigga need me to come closer, because a nigga may not have reliable transportation or a nigga got other obligations, if a nigga need me to make the distance shorter, I can do that. I don't mind. I'll pull up. If a nigga need a nigga to come to Lancaster, Palmdale, that region and all that, that ain't no thing, dog. I don't play. Like, let's get back into the content.
with it for Nick can't like it's like this. But everybody do shit in the dark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck with nobody saying can't no nigga, whatever, then come muted it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what all this shit is about. Like, a nigga creating a false image to his old lady, and Cub feel like he gotta live up to that image. It gotta be this and it gotta be that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Man, that ain't the conduct. That ain't gentleman like conduct. That ain't even the conduct of a gangster. Like, you feel what I'm saying? The nigga feel like he gotta. Let's get into the next one, cuz on Crib. When my folks hit me, well, it ain't even my folks, it's cuz folks. It's like, hey, cuz, that nigga was on woody woo 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 because of this, that, and third. Mind you, I'm on the phone. I'm talking to my homie. I got my mouth covered because of, lip readers and all this and all that, and certain shit that goes on off the internet. It don't need to be introduced to the internet. Like, you feel me? So I got my mouth covered, and I'm trying to get my homie to a point of de-escalation because the homie is on one and all this and all that. So I'm having a conversation with the homie and all this. None of this shit is staged. None of this shit is studio. My homies be on my broadcast. And when I tell you this on PJ Crip, y'all listen to me on Steve-O, on Mike, on my son. None of this shit was staged. None of this shit was set up. If I'm lying, nigga, my homies summons me to the hood and get cracking on me if I'm lying on PJ Crip. Nigga don't even play those type of games. All this shit happened fortuitously, coincidentally, and all this and all that. But cuz people hit a nigga and say, listen, cuz, look at this, that, and third. I don't even watch my videos after I make them. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I say, nah, cuz, I don't think cuz getting down like that. I don't think it's like that. I don't think cuz, like, letting a female dictate. I can't say it's cripping because he ain't a crip no more. But I don't think cuz is allowing a female to dictate him as a man. And when I went back, man, you know that emoji to go like this shit crazy. Let's go to 3328. 33. Boom.
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite ironic that my homie just called me as we on live. He said that story
Y'all
that you
listen
said
up.
about that train station with y'all getting down with the homies and beating the homie with a belt. He said you's a motherfucking lie.
All right, brother. Who was that?
Hold on, I'm about to mute
Listen.
the mic. This the homie that you said you beat with the belt. Hold on.
Oh, I ain't worried about that shit. Man, I know everybody know what happened that day.
Somebody in the background tell Cuz they be setting you up. They be setting you up. That's what that look like. Who the fuck is this nigga to set up? This nigga ain't nobody. Cuz this nigga to set himself up by doing the shit that he did in prison. That nigga set himself up. I don't need to set this nigga up. This nigga, listen, cuz. A nigga don't got no money. A nigga ain't got no social equity. A nigga ain't got no value for me to play no internet games and set a nigga up. On Steve-O, set this nigga up for what? What the fuck this nigga got? The nigga ain't got shit. The nigga ain't got a motherfucking thing for a nigga to try to set this nigga up. I don't beef with the nigga. Don't got a problem with the nigga. So why the fuck would a nigga need to set cuz up on some shit like that? They be setting you up. They be setting you up. That's what that look like. No, the nigga said some bullshit on the motherfucking internet, and certain niggas feel some type of way from my side to cuz X side. Man, on Steve, I hit my homies. I hit my homie cousin on PJ Crib. I say, tell Wooty Woo Whoop to hit me. Wooty Woo Whoop hit me as me and my baby mama politicking on these phones, doing what we got to do to create generational wealth and make sure that these babies is taken care of. So I say, Heedy, I'm at a restaurant right now talking business, cuz, you know, I'm politicking on my phone and all this. Hit me later. I'm thinking the homie gonna hit me maybe like 30 minutes, an hour and a half. Cuz hit me when I got live. Cuz on Steve-O, on my son Bobby Jr. I ain't telling homie to call me when I was on live. But when a homie gave a different account and a different narrative of what transpired, nigga, that was offensive. And the reason why it was offensive because niggas ain't living in their truth in the way that you formulated and structured that lie. It was to make my homies look like they just got whooped out and niggas just did this and did that. But the thing is, we gonna get into that tonight. This ain't the lie. Tonight, we gonna get into that because it's gonna be a little bit more inflamed. It's gonna be a little bit more provocative. Listen, dog, I don't give a fuck what no nigga say. I don't give a fuck how no nigga feel. If a nigga feel like he on some gangster shit, please be on some gangster shit. That's it, that's all. Motherfuckers got my address, and if a nigga is on that, it is what it is, cuz I will be in LA from the 30th. Wait, yeah. I will be in LA from the 30th to the 31st. If a motherfucker is automobile deficient, I'll pull up to a region where a nigga at. That just is what it is. If a motherfucker feel inclined to get on some gangster shit, dog, I'm not no stranger to danger. That's why they made me the park ranger. But let's get back into this motherfucking content. 3428. And to my nigga from East Coast, homie, my active nigga from East Coast, man, I appreciate it. He on my mama.
Oh, they want us to keep the convo going. No. No, we probably be on some other shit.
Keep it going, then, nigga.
Why you always gotta keep going?
Why you always gotta keep it going? Man, come on, dog. Anybody that's been tapping into topic of discussion, cuz y'all know this nigga ain't never had to keep no motherfucking conversation going. It's either me or Smooth Groove that's keeping the conversation going. When cuz go off camera and all that, man, me and Smooth Groove don't wait and all that, nigga, we keep it going. Smooth Groove, listen to me, dog. I know that nigga your cousin and all this. Heedy, I don't have a problem with you, dog, on PJ Crib. Nothing in this, none of the context of this content is ain't that you. I know that's your cousin and all this and all that, and if it's that, then it's that. But I just want to clarify, none of this shit towards you, cuz. This is towards a man that proclaimed to be a man, but ain't really a motherfucking man who actions is dictated by a female. We don't respect those type of niggas, dog. And that just is what it is. We gonna get into the chat. I'm gonna read all the shit that this nigga saying. I'm gonna read it in my mind. You feel what I'm saying? Because if it's some provocative shit and all that, a nigga don't even want to leave none of that on the internet and all this like on mic. Nigga, I ain't put your motherfucking family in it, nigga. Nigga, that's your family talking in the background, you weird ass. Hey, listen, dog, a nigga ain't gotta search and look for no reason to, you know what I mean, have a reason to feel like, man, fuck all that, nigga. If a nigga feel some type of way, dog, on peas, I'm gonna tell a nigga drop a nigga nuts. Drop your nuts and act on how you feel. Nigga, I ain't disrespected your motherfucking family. Nigga, I ain't brought your family in this, nigga. If anything, niggas that's still active members from the tribe that you fucking dropped out of, nigga, they bringing your family in. And nigga, I ain't know about this shit, nigga. Nigga, I done had conversations with you. I don't go back and watch my past lives and all that. Like, nigga, your people send me these timestamps. Oh, that's why the boy whoopie whoop and all this and all that. Like, come on, my nigga. If anything, nigga, your weird ass bringing my homies in this on PJ Crip. Niggas that don't do niggas that don't do this internet shit. Niggas that got great jobs, working 2 jobs, taking care of their kids. Kids fly as a motherfuckers. Old ladies fly as a motherfucker. Family looking good. Niggas ain't got no time for your bullshitting, your paranoia and your suspicions and all that, nigga. You having discussions about my homie. Like I told you, nigga. If you think that, or if a nigga brought the homie up, nigga, you owe the homie a phone call. Did you call my homie and express what you suspect and all this and all that? Nigga, you bunk as fuck, nigga. Ain't nobody bringing your family in this, nigga. Man, come on, cuz. This. Check this out, dog. If that's what you feel, that's your truth, my nigga. But you and I know what's going on against all odds. See, niggas come on the internet and they be pretending and all this and all that. Like, nigga done had conversations with niggas when niggas is like on the verge of crying and all this. I'm not gonna repeat the context of the conversations and all that. But if niggas gotta put on and all that to have a place to stay, a place to sleep, and a plate to eat, I understand it. Do your thing, little daddy. But this right here, this all me on PJ Crip. If I want to dance around this motherfucker, if I want to play loud music, if I want to scream, fuck a bitch, bitch K, I hate bitches, I can do that. If I want to say, I'm a cheater, I can do that. I can do what the fuck I want to do because I pay the cost to be the boss. This is my shit. I ain't got to pretty shit up. I ain't got to recreate myself and rebrand myself or water myself down in order to satisfy the expectations of me to a woman who doesn't really look at me as a man. That ain't my reality, Haiti. So yeah, happy wife, happy life. For sure. God bless you with that. An amazing female has chimed in, and this is what this amazing female says, and I love this female dearly. Everyone should know her place. I believe she's saying every woman should know her place and time and place for everything. How Les Hurt says, who we talking about? I don't even want to. Oh, he already told you. When you put who he talking about, the nigga put it. Mike Flex says, so there I was. This about you, bro? You in here salty, LOL. I let her say for sure, always damn PC nigga. And I listen on PJ, on Steve-O. I don't want to make this about PC, GP, because at the end of the day, we all black men. We all black men that should be on black business. So I don't want to turn this about GP, PC. I don't want to do that. That's not my goal. My goal is to highlight how niggas operate when they don't have their shit straight and when niggas isn't operating in the capacity of being a man. See, niggas can come online and say this and say that and give false representation of who they is, what they is, and all this and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm highlighting. I'm not highlighting the PC, GP movement and none of that. I'm not coming after PCs, dog. That's not my mission. That's not my purpose, because I feel like it's always a method to the madness. It's always a reason why a motherfucker did what it is that they did. And I'm holding true to what I say. If a motherfucker ain't never sexually actually offended no children, took no vagina for no women, or did no some snitching and all this and all that, like, you feel me? Shit, you know what I mean? I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna read this one because the nigga say it went down like that, bro. Now, homie just talked to you last night, dog, and it was a whole different. Oh yeah, well yeah, you right about that one. Well yeah, well I didn't know. Well yeah, it did go down like that. Oh yeah, you was right about that one. Well I don't know. Well as far as come on, dog, it was a whole nother thing. But I'm not here to repeat the conversation that you and my homie had off the internet. But now you singing, oh it went down like that. Like, come on, my nigga, like. I'm gonna highlight this because I want to get his brother a specific rejoinder. I want to give him an answer to what he's saying. He say, how we go from talking about relationships to you going to gang shit. And I feel like that's a question that's worthy of a response, right? As I have stated earlier, me and my baby mama, we at this bomb-ass Mexican restaurant out here. We eat, politicking on our phones and all this. She handling her business to, you know what I mean, create supplemental income. I'm doing the same thing. My homie hit me. I tell my homie, hit me. I'm handling some business. I'm in a meeting and I'm eating dinner, well, lunch, whatever. Yeah, it was dinner. I'm eating dinner with the whoop. Hit me back a little bit later. When a homie elected decided to hit me back, we was live. So when a homie give me his account, it's like, damn. Like, why would cuz come on here and give this false ass portrayal of what really went down that kind of put the homies in a light of semi being like, you know, victims, as if niggas just smashed the homies out. And then it made me think, like, god damn, like, what made cuz really bring that up? Like, because if we talking about if one of his homies got on there and now he trying to say, oh, it was you, I think it was your homie because I talked to his people and nigga, my homie don't play them type of games, nigga. Nigga, that's some weirdo shit, nigga. Ain't nobody worried about you in the tribe that you used to be from and how they express themselves towards you. That ain't PJ business. That ain't even an internet business, my nigga. That's your business. Somebody that's familiar with you, not from PJ, somebody that's familiar with the East Coast tribe off 118. They came on here and talked about you getting whipped with a belt. So you took it upon yourself to say, oh man, we started that whooping niggas with belts and this, that, and third. And the nigga that we whooped with a belt, man, he was from, what the fuck the PJ's got to do with your homie whooping you like a child? What the fuck my homies got to do with your homies treating you in a fashion of a mark, a sucker? And like I say on Steve-O, if any nigga, my homie, they homie, this homie, that homie, if a nigga ever play with me like that, dog, it's gonna be catastrophic. Cause that's degradation. That's like that's akin to calling a nigga a bitch, treating a nigga like a bitch. Chat, what y'all think? A nigga whoop you with a belt or a nigga hit you with a belt? What is that akin to? Y'all let me know. But this is your homie at an alleged gang meeting that decided to take disciplinary actions against you. Man, stop calling my phone, cuz. One of your homies, a captain, a colonel in your set, decided to whoop you with a belt as he would his child. What would be your reaction? What would be your response? Would you take it on the chin and, oh, it's cool? Is this, that, and third? Or would you? So I hope I gave a adequate response to how we go from talking about relationships to you going to gang shit. The homie hit me. The homie hit me out of the blue. Not out of the blue because we had talked earlier and I told him hit me a little bit later. But on Steve, on Mike, on my son, everything that I hold dear, cousin, I ain't pleading. If a motherfucker believe me, they do. If they don't, I don't give a fuck. Strap up and get cracking on Mike. The homie hit me just so happened while I was on live. So the homie going in. So that's when I cover my mouth and I'm telling the homie, like, calm down, he like whoopty whoop. And he gave a nigga a whole different narrative of what you said. This shit started at Locke High School. I don't want to get into it because this ain't no PJ versus 11A shit. And the nigga ain't gonna even let it go that far. Eastside PJ Watts Crip. This is a nigga that balled it up, dropped out, coming on here and giving a false account of some shit that happened that it could have potentially, if cooler heads didn't prevail, that could have potentially led to some shit with niggas getting into it. And if niggas would have got into it, what position you think Cub would have played? You think Cub would have came out of retirement like, I started this shit, I gotta play ball? No. And if he did, niggas would have got him out the way for trying to come around after you did some dishonorable shit. So that's why I always say, and I even told the nigga on that same live, be responsible with your words, Edie. Be meticulous with the things that you say. Because you can cast a spell, or you can cast a curse, cast a spell, or you can speak a blessing. The tongue is like a double-edged sword, dog. But let's get back in to reading these things. This amazing sister that I love and respect, she says she was wrong. No matter if you're the breadwinner as a woman, you never undermine your mate or try to agitate him as a man, especially in front of people. These niggas don't understand that, dog. These niggas ain't really man. In order to be a man, you got to do man type shit. You got to do shit that's befitting of a man. The nigga say, understand, if she see what she see, how you don't want to talk about your homies. The nigga said some shit like that last night. He was like, oh man, when it's East Coast business, it's cool, it's this, that, and third. But when it's PJ business, nigga, I'm not on here to smut my homies. You wills? That's what the game that became for a nigga to come online and say, oh yeah, fuck my homies, that nigga this nigga that. Nigga, I don't get down like that, nigga. And I will advise anybody not to bring that shit to the internet about they homies. If y'all go back and watch other lives, I done told niggas, especially Tom Bomb, don't say this, don't say that. Niggas is grown. And it's gang banging, it's so whooping, and it's cripping. Niggas don't hold niggas' hands. A nigga can give you a suggestion, but it's up to you. Nigga, when your homies came down here smutting you, talking about, and smutting you and was talking about you, I was trying to advise a nigga. I don't know if you want to say that. You probably shouldn't say that. Oh man, I had to this, that, and third, and this nigga dropped off this, and it was you talk too motherfucking much. Nigga, learn how to compose yourself. Learn how to control yourself. Learn how to not speak when you're emotional. Because when I get too elevated, nigga gotta have a woosah moment. A nigga gotta bring it back. A nigga gotta get back centered. And that's part of being a man. A man is not designed to make critical decisions off of emotions, because we have to be pragmatic. We have to be problem solvers. We have to be providers. We have to be protectors. And you are incapacitated when you're trying to do what a man is designed to do, dealing with the mind state or the feelings of a woman. Women are emotional for a whole nother reason genetically. And we are supposed to be logical, rational. So when a nigga do feel his emotion, having him on some, you know what I mean, lash out female shit, take a breather, get some air to the hippocampus, and it cools it down. And now we can have a gentleman-like conversation for those who are gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna highlight what Cuz say. He say you only want to talk about niggas that got shortcomings. Heedy, don't do this. Don't do this. Because Bobby Ye don't capitalize off of highlight motherfuckers' shortcomings to the internet. Even motherfuckers do shit that I don't agree with and that's dishonorable. I try to find out the psychology why this person did it. He never had a father. His mother was abusive. He ran to the streets. When he ran to the streets, he went and joined the pack of unalivers. That was their culture. That's how they got down. And I'm not talking about Cuz. But he went and joined a pack of unalivers. So the rites of passage was what? Unaliving. Female version. She never had a daddy. Daddy was gone. Mama was on drugs. Mama never gave her guidance, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and direction. So she went to the streets. And when she went to the streets, she was looking for her father and the niggas that she, that she admired in the community. She started having sex with older dudes. From having sex with older dudes to keep it quiet, these dudes was borrowing her Jordan. So now she associate love with you providing me with gifts. Because the older cats in the community then conditioned her to believe every time she open her legs, she got to get some type of gratuity. So that's why she's out here and she don't give niggas her heart unless a nigga can give her some type of material gain. It's always getting to the nitty gritty. It's always getting to the psychology before I call her a hoe. Oh, she a hoe. She this, she that, she a rat. It's a reason why she is the way that she is. Before I call this dude this, that, and third, the dude used to get straight A's. He could have been a scientist. But being that he never had anybody to push him towards greatness, he fell victim to the codes of the streets. So when he was faced with a situation to where, nigga, you facing 100 years, it could be this or it can be that. He was never designed to be a gangster, so you can't expect for him to deal with challenges in the fashion of a gangster because he was never designed to be a gangster. I don't come on here to highlight niggas' shortcomings. But if you want me to be liberal in my dialogue, I can. I can. On PJ Crip, on Stevie Walla Bean, I can. And brother, if you allow me to liberally express, I guarantee you, if I get on this motherfucker and I liberally express, a lot of niggas that you was cool with gonna start looking at you like, man, this nigga trash. He a piece of shit. He ain't one of them niggas that was on he ain't one of them niggas that was on a GP yard that made an honest mistake. No, that's part of that nigga character. That's part of that nigga get down. All you got to do is just put it in the chat, liberally express, and I express. But I don't bring private conversations to this public platform. I don't do that. But if you want me to liberally express because you're making accusations and allegations against a real man that's unbefitting, you only want to talk about niggas that got shortcomings. That's a lie, Edie. That's a lie. And it's been niggas that came on here and they was about to break down and talk about how they were sexually violated as a kid. And when they were sexually violated as a kid, that's what prompted them, or that's what conditioned and programmed them to go out and be a whatever they is. So even some of you motherfuckers that's the low of the low, that motherfuckers called the dirt, pieces of shit, a nigga still have enough humility to say, no, enough is enough. See, right now you emotional and you just saying shit, Heedy. But that right there, that ain't me. You got to go in the bathroom, close that door, and look at yourself in the mirror, cuz, and ask yourself, is it you? All you got to do is just say liberally express, my nigga. And it ain't going to be about no unalivings and no crazy shit like that, chat. But if he say liberally express on Crip, when I'm going to introduce to y'all, with his permission, it's going to have a lot of niggas looking at him like, man, you snake ass nigga, you no good ass nigga, you piece of shit ass nigga, on Steve-O, on my baby. D-Lo say, ain't been super tuned in because of work, but this stream from a woman. Partially. One of his homies saying, man, the reason why the nigga responded like this and did this and like this, man, look at here, and look at there, like, ooh, never. All that and all that, like that for that. That's why you was acting all and all this, and that's why you resorted back on East Coast Crip on Woogie Woo, rest in peace, and all that fake ass shit. That's why, because you was putting on for a female. When the dude that you was having a conversation with is, I'm telling you on the phone, like, hey, my homie ain't disrespect you. My homie ain't disrespect, all that fake ass shit, nigga, you was putting on, nigga. He say, so I was listening to a woman and she see what I don't. Live your life how you choose to. Cuz say, come on, yay. We was in a wad together, B. Yes, we were in a wad together. Expound upon that. We was in a wad together. What's next? You say that like you got a cover or you got like dirt on a nigga. Like, yeah, we was in a wad together on PJ. If you got anything that you want to say about my YA history or whatever the case may be, you can come up and you can say what you got to say on PJ Crip. My reputation in the California Youth Authority is impeccable. Ain't no nigga did no sexual shit to me. I ain't never did no sexual shit to no nigga. Ain't no nigga mark me out. Ain't no nigga fuck me up and all this and all that. So yeah, we was in a while with each other. I mean, if you want to talk about YA careers, that's on Steve-O. It's niggas that I can call right now that can dispel a lot of shit that you say about your YA career, my nigga. So like, what are we talking about? Yes, we was in YA with each other. Like, what's next? Like, what's next? We was in a while with each other. He the year. And I told stories about that. So what's next? Like, all right, we was in a while with each other. Cuz say we respect each other. Come on, cuz. So respect mine. You know what? I'm all. Most TV say what's happening, brother. My homie say PJ Watson. I don't even want to say my homie name because I don't want motherfuckers to have these suspicions. Oh, it was this nigga. It wasn't that. Cuz don't play these internet games, man. Listen, homie. When I say that this man is a father that I honor and I respect, that I know that this little nigga was trooping. This little nigga was trooping. And for Cuz to make a 360 and dedicate his life to his wife and his kids, that's honorable. This nigga worked 2 jobs, my nigga. This nigga ain't got no time to be coming on here and talking East Coast business and all this and all that. But Haiti, you know who you are on Eastside PJ Crip, nigga. I love you, I respect you, and I honor the fuck out of you. Keep doing what you do. Okay, I apologize about saying things about the homie PJ IP. Please don't take me being humble as a weakness, Jay. I wouldn't do you like that, homie. Listen, dog. I never back a nigga into a corner, dog. Oh, hold on. Oh man, check this out, dog. This shit gets real. This shit get crazy, man. I'm about to end this live. You never know who's watching. You never know who feel a certain type of way. You never know what forces is at work. So before I end this live, man, I just want to tell people our version of the YouTube streets, our version of the metaverse is toxic. It's contaminated. It's it's a hostile place. It's filled with animosity. Black men coming on here degrading each other, and I'm guilty of it to a certain degree as well. Even though my message is Black power, let's come together and all this and all that. Sometimes I fall short of that, and I'm not too big of an individual to correct myself and hold myself accountable. The phone call that I just had, dog, it was very revelating. It was very straight to the point, and it was very I don't even know the word to say, cuz. But I will say this, dog. Every a man should be judged for every idle word uttered. A man should be judged for every idle word uttered. We're going to have to be held accountable for everything that we say, whether in the internet, whether in private, whether in public. Everything that we put out into the universe, we shall be judged for that. You feel what I'm saying? And this shit crazy. PJ. I interacted with those brothers. Shout out to Smooth Groove. I interacted with those brothers not to be at this place to where niggas is feeling some type of way about each other. It's been other brothers, and my channel is small in comparison to other individuals in these YouTube streets. My channel is relatively small, right? But I don't mind allowing some brothers to come on my channel to at least get them enough people to where they can go live. I don't mind that. I came with the notion and a gesture to try to help these brothers get enough subscribers to where they can start becoming monetized, go live, and be able to enjoy some of the luxuries that I'm able to enjoy in these YouTube streets. Because as I say, man, these is black brothers who are trying their best to provide and take care of their black responsibilities. But it went sideways, and it went somewhere to where I feel like motherfucker gotta pray for people's dog on PJ Crib. I'm gonna read the rest of these comments in my head, and I'm gonna get up off this thing. This shit get tricky. Hey, shout out to my homies from PJ's out of New York, man. It's all love on PJ Crib. Shout out to the homies out there on the East Coast doing it how they be doing it, homie. It's all PJ love, man. Much love and respect on the Renanels. From you know what I mean, from this side to that side. Shout out to the homies out there in Tennessee. Shout out to the homies all over the globe, man. I got a family, brother, a home. Congratulations with that, big dog. And I pray that the Most High God puts you in a position to where you can offer and give the care and the service that, you know what I mean, that the family need. Not saying there's nothing wrong with a nigga family or nothing, but I pray that God bless you to step into being the man that can be a protector, provider, and you know, all this and all that. Like, you got a family that's in a home for Sugar dog. I pray that God bless you to be the man that's, you know what I mean, that's appropriate for, you know, taking care of those tasks and situations and all that, dog. You know, salute. You got a family and a home, that's for sure, dog. Cuz say just did 12 years, fool, trying to stay positive. Stay positive. I told you it's gonna be challenges. I told you that it's gonna be challenges and it's gonna be temptation. Like that, we all go through it. Haiti on PJ Crib. It's all about how you navigate through it. It's all about how strong your support system is. It's all about how strongly you lean on your faith. That's gonna bless a motherfucker to prop. That's going to bless an individual to successfully and positively navigate through challenges and hardships. Cuz say, but niggas want a nigga to crash out. What do you want to do, Edie? Do you want to crash out? If you don't want to crash out, then don't crash out. If you allow another motherfucker to have influence over your actions that can be to the detriment or the success of your kids, then you ain't a man. And that's just plainly, now I'm giving you some game. I'm giving you some certified ism. But niggas want a nigga to crash out. But what do you want? What do you want as a man? And what do you want as a father? What do you want as the provider and potential protector of your household? What do you want? Fuck what other people want for you. Nigga, what do you want? Do you want to crash out? Because if you want to crash out, the nigga crash out. Because ain't nobody gonna be holding no nigga hand and say, oh, nigga, don't, you know what I mean? If you feel like crashing out, my nigga, then just crash it out. Just crash out. But if you want to be a father and you want to be a protector and a provider and you want to give quality and regular care to your kids and your old lady, then don't crash out, nigga. Weigh out your pros and cons. You know what comes with crashing out. If you allow anybody to put you in a mind state to where I'm gonna crash out, then nigga crash out. A motherfucker can't put it no eloquently than that. A motherfucker can't put it no better than that. If you don't want to crash out, then don't crash out. If you want to crash out, then take the initiative to go crash out. Just weigh out your pros and your cons. Fuck what another motherfucker want for you to do. It's probably motherfuckers out there that want for certain people to do certain shit on some Diddy shit, but if you ain't into that, then nigga don't do it. Not talking about you, I'm talking in general. Hypothetically. It's a lot of people They want this, that, and third from people. It's a lot of people that got false expectations or low expectations for certain people, but it's up to you to play into that narrative or play into their hands or play into their trap. Niggas on you. You a man, right? I learned at a young age. BG said some shit like, I'm a man. If it's my choice, I gotta make that. If it's my choice, I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna let a woman make a critical decision for me. I'm not gonna let a motherfucker who's not gonna feel the blow of the consequences to make a critical decision for me. I'm not gonna let a motherfucker that's not in my household to make critical decisions for my household. I am a man who presides over his household, so ultimately I have to make the ultimate decision for the embetterment or to the detriment of my household. And that just is what it is, see? So there I was, right? He say, Mike Flex says, hey, bro, this internet ain't for everybody. Once you step in it, you open yourself up for anything that comes with it. That's the absolute truth. It ain't for everybody. Everybody don't know how to handle themselves under this close scrutiny. Because motherfuckers gonna put you under close scrutiny. They gonna try to find a chink in your armor. And when they find a chink in your armor, they ain't gonna be like, yeah, I know the nigga got a chink at the back part of his armor. No, nigga, they gonna hit that motherfucker. Nigga to try to break you. You got a lot of sadistic motherfuckers. You got a lot of miserable motherfuckers that's on the internet, and they trying to find ways to break a motherfucker. They call trolls. But all trolls ain't behind fake pages. Some of these trolls is motherfuckers that actually know us, and they take the liberty and the opportunity to come online and say, oh, yeah, that nigga got his ass beat when he was a little kid. The homie had him, he was, and that just is what it is. Do you got tough skin? I've been to prison. I know how I feel to be in there in a compromised situation in a controlled environment, and I really can't dictate what I want to do with my life as a man. I've been in there. Not in a rush to go back. But if a situation ever manifests towards me or them, I'm off top picking me on PJ Crib. If I'm ever in a situation and it feel sticky and it feel tricky and all that, that's just, I'm going to respond how I got to respond to get back home to my kids. Like my homie told me that night in that car when I'm yiked up off this Potter. He say, listen, Haiti, they ain't never said this and never said that about you in my presence. But you got to do what you got to do to keep your heart beating. And that's what I'm going to always do on Eastside PJ Crib. I'm going to always do what I got to do to keep my heart beating and get me back to my kids. And that just is what it is on PJ. But getting back to what Mike Flex say, this internet ain't for everybody. I got thick skin. I done worked in the entertainment industry to where these Jewish and Caucasian and whitewashed. Let me be responsible with my words because I'm about to go back into that industry. So I'm gonna say this. I've been in the entertainment industry where these condescending individuals talk to you like this. What are you doing? And you gotta have thick skin. Do you got thick skin? Can you take on the onslaught of this disparaging comments and disrespectful remarks and all this and all that? Can you stand the rain? Bobby A can stand the rain. I can stand the rain. And when it get too heavy on the nigga, you know what I do? Take it up in prayer. And if it's then too heavy on the nigga, you know what I do? I fast. I'm fasting because I got to deprive the physical, because the physical is telling me to be a gangster, to be animalistic, to be irrational, to be this, be that. Put it all on the line. Fuck it. We'll do it, man. I done did that before when I had to catch myself. And my support groups came in and said, yeah, what the fuck is you doing? You can't be on the internet calling out fades, dropping locations, this, that, and third. Nigga, that's not you. That doesn't align with your purpose. And as your friend, as your mentor, I'm coming on here to tell you this, that, and third. See, when you operate within a whim of the spirit, the Most High God is going to send you messengers to give you a message. And if you don't heed the message, then you deal with the consequences of your inability to adhere to what the spirit then put on a motherfucker heart, or what the spirit then spoke through a motherfucker. What a man's decisions is ultimately going to affect that man and his responsibilities. So if a motherfucker decide to crash out, then nigga crash out. If a motherfucker decide to take these type of situations, say, you know what, cuz, I'm going to take this and use this to my advantage and make me a better individual. Now I'm going to learn how to be stoic. Now I'm going to learn how to give minimal emotional output into situations that usually I would have went bonkers. It's all on you. At the end of the day, Ye gonna live his life how Ye live his life. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get back into the comments. He states, stop lying, bro. That man was too disrespectful towards me, fool. And you was ricing with him over the phone trying little bro a nigga. Nah, dog, on PJ. I never try to little bro a nigga, especially in a situation like that. I never try to little bro a nigga in that type of situation because I know that when emotions flare up and egos is being challenged, I know what can be the results of that. I'm familiar with your caliber. I also know the caliber of the homie. And I know that if I didn't try to mediate and mitigate where it was going, that it could have been some shit that could have leaked off of a phone conversation, jumped off the internet, leaked from a phone conversation, and went to the streets. So as far as trying to little bro you, this is the thing, Heedy. You got insecurities about your own Eastside PJ Crip. I'm telling you some real shit now. Now we about to get philosophical and psychological. You got these deep insecurities. Where they stem from, I don't know, but you know, to where you feel like you have to maintain a certain image or you have to prove yourself to be this or prove yourself to be that. That's part of your insecurities. But as I told you last night when I sent you that text, if you don't change that and you don't turn those weaknesses into strengths, that's about to be your demise, my nigga. Your demise is going to be your insecurities that got you thinking I still got to be like this. So you can come and say that I was trying to love bro you and I was agreeing with my homie against you, nigga. I'm on the side of what's right. Any of my homies, anybody that fuck with me and rock with me, they going to tell you, man, Bobby A is on the side of what's right. If it's right, that's the side that he's on. So as far as like trying to gang up on you with my homie, like, nigga, I wouldn't do that. Because if you get too pissed off or you get too mad, nigga, it can be to somebody's detriment and vice versa. So how do I stand in the distance? How do I stand in the gap and try to cordially get this shit resolved? So don't come on here and tell lies and false narratives, dog. That ain't my get down, my nigga. On Eastside PJ Watch Crib, that's your insecurities, my nigga. Oh, I know niggas do this and I know I know everybody against me. Why the fuck everybody got to be against you? Why would everybody be against you? Why everybody got to gang up on you? Why are you playing the role of a victim, Haiti? Like, come on, man, we too grown for that. Like, but don't come on here and create false narratives about me as a man. Fuck my cripping, but me as a man, my substance, my essence, my nigga. That's not how I rock. That's not how I get down. You have a shallow ego, my nigga. You got like somewhat of a Napoleon complex. You feel like you got to prove yourself, especially when your homie or whoever they was came on here and talked about you being beat with the belt. That's what compelled you to try to say certain things about my homies with the belts, because you feel like you were slightly emasculated because everybody talking about, oh, you got whooped and you got this, and your insecurity said, oh, nigga, fuck that. Hell no. They ain't gonna talk about me like that. I'ma say this to show that I got machismo, to show that I'm a gangster, to show that I'm crazy. You did that to yourself, my nigga. Motherfucker come online and say whatever the fuck they want to say about Bobby A. If it becomes too much for me and I feel like this, that, and third, let me pray. Let me take 10 minutes. Let me pray. And see how I feel now. Yeah, you tripping. Nigga, why you want to go do that? Nigga, how that's going to benefit them babies? Nigga, your kids got took by DCFS and this happened and whoopty whoop and all that and this, that, and third. Man, them babies is already traumatized. They need you. Ain't nobody going to love them babies like you going to love them babies. Nigga, what you doing? You ready to, that's what we going to do. We going to throw it all away right now. And these peoples is calling you, negotiating millions of dollars. So you about to throw it all away, all away right now. Like, damn, am I tripping? Yeah, you tripping. Sometimes I talk to myself like how I'm talking to y'all. Damn, cuz, am I tripping? Yeah, nigga, you tripping. Nigga, weigh out the pros and cons. What's the pros and cons? Nigga, this is a pro, and here go a long-ass list of cons. So what decision you gonna make? Man, I gotta make a right decision for the sake of my babies. I don't allow my insecurities to affect me in a fashion that your insecurities is affecting you. I done came to terms with my demons. I done took a lot of my weaknesses and turned them into my strengths. So a lot of this shit don't unravel me. It doesn't get to me to the point that it gets to individuals like yourself. I had one incident, maybe two. When I was, chopping game with my player partner, he said some shit in my ego. Oh, hell no. I know this nigga ain't said this, and I know that. And we end up, at a boxing gym fight. Motherfuckers is damn near 40 years old. We in that motherfucker throwing punches. Nigga body ain't what it used to be when the nigga was in his 20s. I mean, listen, dog, I'm telling you, a nigga body ain't what it used to be when the nigga was in his 20s and 30s. Well, I'm still in my 30s. This is my last year being 30. I'm 39 for those of you who don't know. And I don't want to hear, damn, nigga, you look older than that. Don't come at me like that. Now I'm just fucking with you. But the body, the recovery process, man, that shit is all different on PJ. You go in there like, oh man, I'm about to throw a few jabs and dip in it. Oh no, your back say, whoa, wait a minute. Nigga, your stamina say, hold on, we ain't trained to got prepared for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is the actuality, reality, big dog. But let's get back into these comments. I don't even want to talk about that PJ versus, like, I don't want to do that, Heedy, because I don't want to create no tension in between black men. I don't even want to talk about that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna read that comment. Chin up, chest out, say, man, y'all still on that BTA BS? Nah, we ain't on that either. Chin up, chest out, said, that shit got under your skin. That was a week ago. Okay, you're misinformed. You don't know what you're talking about. But I appreciate you chiming in. Appreciate your support. My partner TR says, hell no. So there I was, right? Says, so there I was, right? I said, yeah, you wrong, fool. No matter what, we would have stayed on topic, talk off a line, cuz I can dig that, Edie. I can dig that. I'm not too big to admit that maybe you're expressing a valid point on PJ. Cuz say, ain't none of my stories BS. I can dig it, Edie. Chin up, chest out, said, tell that nigga come tell his side of the story then. That's up to Cubs. Tripping. Oh, hold on. Cub want the link. Hold on. Cub want the link. Cuz say, you do too. I do too. What? My partner Frank Nitty say, we have to be mindful on content and how certain content can cause confusion and chaos. You're absolutely right, Frank Nitty, on my mama. So there I was, says, drop the link. The link is dropped. Mike Flex says, so there I was, right, bro, log off, delete your account and just live life for a few. Hey, we got so there I was, King James on the line.
What's up, yay? Look, man, look, I respect you, bro. We have a certain, I would say, kins like cuzzo shit, right? Because of our communities. And we did time together, right? So like I say, bro, I would never take you being humble or the shit you saying for any weakness. And I just appreciate if you do the same, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna get at you disrespectful, bro. But it's like this, right? Last night, the topic of discussion was supposed to be about relationships, right? I told my wife, if you want to comment, get in the chat. You know what I mean? But that comment you heard, brother, her whole thing was, shit, ain't no nigga gonna wait on no female while a nigga on the streets and a female in jail. But no. Ain't no nigga gonna wait on no female while the female is in jail. But I cut it short and conversated with her about it. It was some other things that was said because she sees shit I don't see. You feel me? But it's like, bro, like if we stand on topic, yeah, why nigga can't stay on that topic? You get the phone call. We talked about the homie PJRP. Nigga ain't gonna bring his name up. Salute to him, bro. A nigga never made it seem like your homies was getting the treatment or getting marked out. They jumped out over there in our section like troopers. And we did what we did just to get, nigga, we played defense to get their offense from over there. You feel me? And it's like, bro, a nigga brung that up and I was wrong and I apologize. But it's like beating a dead horse. If you get a call, behind the scenes, and the nigga don't want to come on the thing because he feel that he shouldn't talk to SNYs or because of this, that, and shit going on, right? That's his opinion. But it's like, if a person says something, he telling me how to tell my story, bro. So you're gonna believe your homie. Nigga, I know what happened. I know what I did. He said he was there and all that, but it's like, to me, it feel like a big mind game because when you talk to people and they raising their voices and they steady saying, if you tell a story, nigga, tell a story right, nigga. I'm telling you, tell a story right. Like, bro, it's like you trying to poke the bear. You wasn't saying that. You know what I'm saying? But your other partner was, bro. A nigga ain't no coward. A nigga ain't backing down. A nigga just know what a nigga living for. You feel me? A nigga know what a nigga living for. And a nigga ain't no negative shit. But if the topic of discussion is about relationships, it shouldn't revert back to gang. It was about relationships in jail. You know, relationships with you in jail while the woman on the streets. That's what it was about. And we were diving into women etiquette, women behavior, their upbringing, and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Then it went back to the jail shit. When the nigga say I was lying, that kind of threw shit for a loop. So I feel that was a curveball, bro. That shouldn't have never happened. If you take your craft serious, we could have talked backstage. We got each other's number, yeah, like we always talk.
I just stated probably about like 5 minutes ago, maybe I could have dealt with that differently. But to hear that you came on here with a false narrative that should have never been introduced to the internet, that shit had a nigga like, hold on. So this nigga came on the internet, gave this false ass account and mentioned individuals that's no longer here, so on and so forth, had my community constantly calling me and all this, but I never brought that to the internet. Like I had to holler at my folks in regards to some shit that you brought to the internet that should have never been on the internet. And then now my folks looking at it like, yay, like why you fucking with a certain pedigree of niggas and you better than that? And it ain't just my homies on Eastside PJ Crip, on my son Bobby Jr. It's niggas from your section that's in prison that's calling like, man, why you fucking with a, you know, these type of cats, this, that, and third. Yeah. A nigga go to bat for interacting with yourself and Smooth Groove, my nigga. Even when motherfuckers try to come on here, assassinate your character and all this and all that, dog.
You told me that. We talked,
come on,
bro.
big dog. Always say the same. Go ahead, brother.
We talked, and I caught on to the signs you was dropping when you say they hit me about kinfolk. I know what that means, you feel me? So when we talked about it, yeah, my thing is this. Salute to Mike, man, to T-Bird kids, bro. Like, a nigga ain't never gonna disrespect that man, bro. But it's like, once I apologize, then you get back on here like, oh, you probably got to clean it up. The homie want to holler at you, bro. I feel as a man, a nigga did all the hollering, bro. And wait. Anything else is kind of like a nigga being the coward. Like, if we constantly talking about, I'm not about to come online and keep on apologizing about me disrespecting somebody if y'all feel, and I feel they jumped out in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? But it's because it's like, bro, we all men at the end of the day. Fuck SNY, fuck GP, fuck the gang bang. Nigga, we all men, yeah? And I look at you as such. We was in YA together. We never disrespected each other, bro. We both was riders, cuz. Okay. You feel me? We both put on for this shit. And it's just like, come on, my nigga, we better than I don't look, no disrespect, but I don't give a fuck about the other nigga, bro. I feel I owe the explanation to you. I don't gotta explain nothing to nobody else. But my day ones, niggas I did time with, niggas I done went to war with, I gotta let them niggas know why I checked in. What's going on? What's that? Hold on, wait. It's just like, bro, when shit don't be seeming up to party, nigga, like, damn it. Like, nigga, you got the same tactics I got as far as the YA shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, and I'm gonna say this to you, dog, and I say this in all honesty. On Eastside PJ Crip, on my son Bobby Jr., that wasn't no stage shit. I told the homie hit me a little later. This nigga hit me when I was live. And
that just had something to do when I told you that I thought one of the other homies was rest in peace.
Huh?
Remember when I called and I say, bro, I need you to find out if anybody else
on like, PJ. And I told you, no, that's not him, because that little nigga is too young. When you was talking about my homie that got hit by the police and somebody told you that, because I said, no, I think I know who it is. So I hit his people days ago. Cuz reached out to me yesterday, as I have explained the 4th and 5th time. While me and my baby mama is out there eating and politicking on our phones, I couldn't have that conversation then. I told him, hit me a little later. I'm thinking he gonna hit me 30 minutes to an hour and a half later. You feel what I'm saying? But he hit me while we was live, dog. And the revelations that he gave to me, it countered the story that you introduced to the internet about a story that didn't have anything to do with PJs that shouldn't have been introduced to the internet. So that's why I'm like, hold on, cuz. So this nigga introduced a story that shouldn't have ever been introduced to the internet, And then he lied about it. So that's why I'm like, cuz the homie said
Well,
we do and all that.
you're right,
So
but
hold on, Haiti. I'll let you talk. Go ahead. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Go ahead. I'm gonna be courteous, Haiti.
All right, Heedy, look, it's like this, Jay. He telling his side of the story, and I'm telling my side of the story. Only motherfuckers know the side if the niggas that wasn't doing nothing. Whoever was standing right there watching, that's who know the real story, bro. Look, nigga, I know what I did. I know the measures, the tactics I used, bro. On the set, they had belts too. A nigga just went up. Like I say, they jumped out over there in like the heart of the hood. Look, in the heart of the hood, nigga on Avalon, and ran up on a group of the young homies. It wasn't no 20 Crips came out of nowhere. It was just me and my 5 or 7 young homies right there. I'm the one came out of nowhere, bro. You feel me? Because to me, I feel the way the PJs jumped out, nigga. Nigga, the way they jumped out, they came over there to do their shit. And nigga, they was having a melee. And my mind is like, hold on, like somebody got like the way this shit, like this shit is crazy. So, nigga, I took the measures I took in order to protect my soil. Like I say, we could call my homies. You say, oh, we ain't doing all that, Heedy. I say, all right, for sure, bro. But it's like,
Because
it's
look,
about
respectfully,
respect.
respectfully, and I'm gonna say this, and it's not a shade. You're no longer from East Coast, Edie, and I'm trying to prevent this shit from turning into some PJ 11A shit. My homies fucks with the East Coast is heavy. This shit right here, my nigga, is minute, it's minuscule, and it's not something that, you know, a motherfucker got to start calling a whole lot of niggas over and all this and all that. I'll let you talk to my homie that you allege you did this, that, and third to, but the way that the homie was talking to you, you say that he was yelling at. No, he wasn't. He was like, come on, fool. We ain't gonna get into no shit like that.
Hey, look,
listen,
look,
hold on. So that the people can understand the dynamics, Haiti. I'll be letting you talk. But you know what? I'm gonna be courteous. Go ahead. And then I'll finish. Go ahead.
I love this nigga. Yeah, boy. We on tab right now.
I'm just Haiti.
Is we on tab right now, yeah? Is we on tab, cuz?
Nah, this is real shit. You don't think I'm being courteous, Haiti?
Yeah,
because when I talk, you overtalk me instead of, you know, us getting it like that. I'd rather let you go than I go. And this ain't got nothing to do with, this is called the speaker listener technique, Haiti. When somebody is speaking, you listen with the intent to understand, and then you rebuttal. So I'm gonna give you that courtesy, Haiti. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So yeah, look, when we talk to old boy, you know, my first words, look, brother, I come in peace and respectfully. Look, I apologize for bringing the homie name up. He like, yeah. And I'm like, so what's the issue? He like, look, my nigga, I'm just saying, when you tell a story, my nigga, tell it right. So I say, what's your account of the story? He said, and I say, all right. He was like, nigga, we was over there on another time, nigga. I ain't gonna get it to all that. Come on, bro. Like, I'm like, all right, bro. Nigga know why niggas was over there, bro. Look, all right, so, okay. And I'm like, talk to me. He like, I'm getting at you respect. When I'm saying, I'm like, I'm gonna tell the story how I tell it. He telling me I picked somebody else's belt up and hit the nigga with it.
What kind of belt did you have? I don't even want to get into all that shit. I just want to resolve it. I don't want to get into that. But the niggas that he named, them niggas have pictures to this day with them particular type of belts on, Hitty. But I don't want to get into that because
whatever belt was cracking at that time, it was like man, it was like one of them belts, like it wasn't a nameplate. I don't know. It was Sean. I don't know what the fuck it was. It probably was from the Slauson swap meet, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, but it was a belt with a buckle, nigga. When we got cracking, I hit somebody and I pulled my pants up and my shit came loose, bro. And I'm like, hold on, this nigga getting up kind of fast. Wait, look, them niggas over there squabbling. I'm like, hold on, this nigga getting up kind of fast. Let me try to, and he kind of big. Let me see what's going on, nigga. So I pulled my shit off, nigga, and went up. That's exactly what happened. You know, then you come with the, oh, homie, hey, Heedy, you say you hit the homie rest in peace with a belt. I say, come on, man.
I didn't say that.
I know you do. No, if you go back and look at the lives, Jay, that's what you said, bro. You said you hit the. I said I didn't hit that nigga with the belt. Then the chat say, oh, you backing it up. I say I hit the nigga with the belt that I put down.
Right,
nigga that I put down, and I said I'm the one that
the dark skin guy and all that. You right.
Yeah, but see, I thought it was somebody was trying to say that was one of the homies from the Jays. The police had on the ground and shot him. Remember?
That wasn't him.
But that's my whole thing. That's why I tap back in with you to shine light. Like, bro, if I got to issue another pot, not on no whole shit, but on some respecting the dead homies. You feel me? Like,
and on Steve-O, you did say that, and I told y'all holler at my tribe and everything is cool, correct?
Yeah, correct. But this should have been that.
I also told you that wasn't the homie that was resting. I think I know who it was. They ain't going to no names and none of that. I hit the homie people. He hit back days later. That's why a lot of people think it's a fresh issue. This isn't a fresh issue. The homie is out of state shooting a movie. So when a nigga is off a set, he decides to hit a nigga back. Like, so this ain't a motherfucker trying to go back into that and take scabs off of old wounds and all this and all that. But now let me speak to, you know, my account of the conversation. Did the homie scream at you? Did he? Yeah, nigga, whoop-de-whoop. Did he talk to you like that?
No.
So how was he talking to you like you was a kid or son of you? He talked to you like, yeah, man, if niggas gonna speak on shit, then nigga, because the nigga was mafia with his conversation. I think that's what offended you. He ain't
What it
this
is?
East Coast cuz ain't this you. He was just talking to you like a mafia member, and that's how he talk, Edie.
All right, you right, but at the same time, yeah, it's like this. When you talking with that much aggression in
It wasn't
person,
aggression, Edie. He was
no,
talking to you like a mafia member.
Listen, Heedy, look, I don't care what side of the yard I've been on, Heedy. I'm gonna respect the man as is, bro. You ain't nobody about to talk to me crazy like that in my round in front of me, bro. Because it's two things gonna happen. Either they gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill them. I don't give a fuck about YouTube, but none of that's the way it's gonna go. So I'm gonna keep it respectful because I want every black man to make it back home to their babies. So, but it's like, bro, for him to say, nigga, I'm saying, tell a story right, big dog. Yeah, on the real, my nigga, you did this. You look, cuz. Nigga,
talk to you that aggressive. You right now, as you giving your account of what happened, you're talking more aggressive than he did on Stevie. I'm not offended like, oh, nigga, don't talk to me like that, nigga. On Steve, oh, nigga, I ain't doing none of that. You resorted
because
you have more,
you have more self-control than me. Yeah, you've been out here on the streets for how many years?
Don't got none
no, how many years, bro?
This self-control come from me.
How many? Yeah,
and living life.
Hey, hold on, bro. Look, cuz you my homie, bro. Nigga, fuck the gangbanging shit. Nigga, we was kids in that motherfucker. You feel me?
15 years, 16 next year.
Come on, bro. So it's like
I said
you
15 years, 16 next year.
Yeah. That's a long time, bro.
Applause for that. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Praise the Lord,
hey,
nigga.
Listen, homie, we have intellectual conversations, Edie. Do we not?
Yes,
and
we
I
do.
tell
nigga,
you how to deal with certain things and all this and all that. It's time to start putting things into practice, Edie. Because last night, when a homie talking to you like a mafia member and all that, he ain't call you out your name. He ain't just East Coast, no, none of that. He just told you if you want to give your account correctly. But he was talking smooth like a mafia member and all this and all that. You resorted to, man, that's on East Coast. That's on Tiny Woody Whoop. Man, I'm Woody Whoop. I'm a joint on this. Did you not?
Yeah, I resorted to that because, nigga, I know I'm humble, bro. And I know how that nigga was getting at me. It's going to be your opinion. You're going to say Cuz was getting at me a certain type of way. And I feel he was. But it was like, I'm not about to take that disrespect from no man, bro. Because if a nigga in front of me.
Disrespect you, Edie. I don't care if it's my homie, your homie, or they homie.
Yeah.
Edie, listen, dog. I got to answer to what you call Allah, Yahweh, God. And if I give false account, the Bible and the Quran talk about how you will be judged by giving false account, bearing false witness. I'm not doing that whether because my homie or your homie. And on Steve, if my homie would have got too loud, I would have said, hold on, Edie, chill out, cuz. Nah, you a little too aggressive. And if the homie didn't adhere to what I was suggesting, I would have hung up and discontinued the call, my nigga. Yeah. That's called conflict resolution. That's called mitigating serious circumstances so that they don't turn into no serious type shit, my nigga. But when you say that I allowed cuz to disrespect you, or that I was on the phone and he was disrespecting you, my nigga, that's like I'm condoning it and I'm joining up and ganging up against you. That ain't my MO, Edie. So now you taking shots at my character as a man, cuz on PJ.
See, you're not gonna make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. We having a debate.
See, here we go. The victimization.
No, wait.
Come on down, my nigga.
All right, look. Look, yeah. Listen, look, bro. Well, you to come on here, bro, on the real. Like you gave a nigga a platform, bro. You know, you've been keeping it legit. You've been keeping it real. Now, a nigga don't know who that was to jump on here, right? And say whatever they said. The situation happened. It didn't happen like that, but a nigga can't go into it. You know, we talked about.
But it ain't like, my heat. It ain't my homie.
Right. You right, but it's kind of like the warning shots. Like if I get on here and I like come on, like what, like bro, like if a nigga do that, a nigga do that. And I done talked to all my homies about this, right? But it's like, bro, out of all people, you always give me encouragement. But you say niggas living foul, niggas doing on the set, nigga. I came home, we had a big house. Nigga was homeless, nigga. On the real, nigga, we lost the house, nigga. We ain't homeless no more. We was staying in the room, you know. But all the living foul shit. Oh, if a nigga got lack of transportation, I don't know where a nigga get. Is that?
I don't know what your transportation situation is, Edie. But I'm just saying, if it's that serious and a nigga got something on his mind, I make myself accessible on Eastside PJ Watts. So I don't want it if it was that. Not saying that it's that. I don't want.
All right, but it's not that, right? But look, what we doing right now is showing the YNs how ignorant that people that people like an educated brother like you that been out of prison 16 years and the brother that just got some trades out of 40 years of his motherfucking life, never accomplished nothing, can let this shit come between niggas and negative understanding, right? So, bro,
I think we're showing the YNs how to converse and navigate through a challenging situation.
nigga, but
Because
just imagine
if it wasn't that, then we'd be playing ball right now. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, but just imagine if you
So
wasn't my
us
friend.
having this intellectual conversation, my nigga, to use some form of conflict resolution. This is showing the youngsters that we don't got to pick up these choppers and go bust heads. So your narrative that you just presented to the internet, it's fallacious, Heedy.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, it's the other shit that a nigga putting out there. Like, I dropped my address. You know what I mean? Like, shine light on that.
I did. On Mike, I did. On PJ. In case a nigga feel like he wanted to play ball, nigga, we was gonna go 4 quarters on Steve-O.
All right, on what?
I'm not here to
no, hold on, wait a minute. You dropped your address where your children are at, bro. Like, why? Why? Yeah, can you? Like,
okay. Now, since you went into that, listen, Heedy, I played rent in 2 spots.
Oh yeah,
2, not 1, 2.
All right, now hold on, wait. The reason I said,
in regards to that,
look, the reason I said, look, the reason I said that was because after you dropped the address, you know, you got to say, yeah, I just bought this, like, you know what you were saying. I'm like,
I'm on my grown man shit.
All right, and I salute you, right? And I'm trying to get there in my life where I can have 2 spots, bro. But I'm not a bachelor. My other spot gonna be probably for my grown kids. You feel me? Because they struggling, bro. So, anyways, bro, it's like this. Look, you dropped your address.
Man, January the 16th, you about to be cool, my nigga. Let's not pray. Let's not play. January the 16th, you about to be cool. Anything that you desire to do, they about to make sure that you can do it, my nigga. So let's not play.
But anything I've been desiring to do, I've been accomplishing. I've been doing since I've been out.
And I salute you for that.
You know what I mean? Certain niggas been calling me like, nigga, you leveled up, nigga. I swear to God, nigga, when we lost that place, nigga on the real, when she bought all them clothes for me to come home in, and you know, like I'm like, damn, and she was short on rent when we lost that place, nigga. I felt like robbing again, nigga. But she the one was like, you ain't going back to jail, nigga. Calm down, it's gonna be good. You know what I mean? She got to pulling money out of her retirement and all that type of shit to make sure we were straight. Then a lot worked and certain shit started hitting. I was going to school, bro. So I put it together, right? I'm not trying to explain all that, but it's like, nigga, if I was out here breaking in houses and hitting licks, I would have been back where a nigga was trying to be. You feel me? As far as in life, but that's that fast money, yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like all the motherfuckers living foul, you know what I mean? Like struggling and all the hell. Yeah, it's a struggle. I just did 12 years. But who you know that just did 12 years and come home and go through whatever a nigga going through and just face all their fears and just look at people in the eye like, nigga, I just want respect and peace. You feel me?
You said something about looking a man in his eyes. Yeah. And when I had said that to you, you got offended. Oh, what do you mean?
No, because
it's even a lie when you said a man should be able to look another man in the eye and this, that, and third. But when I said, you know what I mean, I come and, you know, look at you face to face and look at you in your eyes, you took it as if some other shit. See, we gotta be responsible with our words.
You're right. Look what's going on in the world, Heedy. When we was coming up, nigga, look, what was the most dangerous thing that all of our generation know not to play with? That was the party line. Nigga, ever since the shit happened to the homie, don't play with the party line, bitches, and go over there.
I ain't tell you that on a party line. You and Smooth Grooves.
No, I know. Listen, I know that, but I'm talking about generational, bro. This is what I'm saying. We not these young niggas. So you dropping your location, giving me your address. Like, come on. That's inciting, bro. All you had to do was say, hey, twin, look, nigga, we can link up somewhere and have lunch and talk, bro. Instead of saying, nigga, I come to a nigga like a man. Let me turn the light on, look at a man in his eyes.
Yeah, that's what I said on Mike, because I'm a man before I'm anything, Heedy.
You're right, but
you change the energy of the conversation, Heedy. You change the energy of the conversation. That's what you did. At some point in time, we got to take accountability to what we contribute to the conversation in the mental state of other individuals, my nigga. You had aggression and this, that, and third, Heedy. And I'm saying if it's like that, I'm going to come to wherever nigga want to meet at and look a nigga in his eyes. You took that as a threat.
Right.
How can we sit down, talk lunch and all this and all that? And emotions is like this. When emotions is gone, then adrenaline kick in. Then the next thing that we can compare or that we can compete in is acts of aggression.
Right.
So if we can get to a point to where we de-escalate and we can have this type of logical conversation, then that's when the nigga can say, man, let's go have some lunch. Nigga, what the fuck is we on? But when you,
you ain't shit, yeah. You ain't shit.
This is real BI. Listen.
Hey, look, I know you, cuz. Hey, look, I know you, cuz. Look,
that's insecurity speaking, Edie.
No, it don't.
But
have
am I
that
wrong? Watch this. Am I wrong? Anything that I just said about the conversation, looking you in your eyes, this, that, and third, the aggression and all that, am I wrong? Am I lying?
As far as like you turned the light on, you said, let me look at you in your eyes.
Right.
You said what you said, and I say, nigga, a nigga gonna get at me respectfully. You feel me?
Okay.
And you said, nigga, how am I disrespecting you? I say,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the way you coming at me. Like, you feel me? Like, yay, I don't have no impulse control because I lack that shit, bro. So it's like
personal problem, Edie.
You're right. You're right. It's a personal problem. Right, but you see what I'm saying? It's not your problem. But that's the type of shit. Like, if we was in the what, man? If we was face to face and we talking, oh nigga, that's your problem. It's gonna go up. You feel me? Like, I just look. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna.
So you willing to go up?
But I'm not gonna point the finger like that's a personal problem.
See, and I listen from the streets. Listen, I had a homie named Lil Rob. You know Lil Rob Domer. This what he used to do. This right here, boom, found a nigga. I don't even let niggas get close on me like that, dog. And if I feel like it's escalating on PJ Crip, on Bobby Jr., I'm taking off, dog. It's not a lot of times that I done been fired on, moved on, took off on because of Lil Rob. Lil Rob showed the nigga the dope fiend. So if we was face to face, it's only so many words that I'm gonna say before we compare acts of aggression, Edie.
Yeah, listen, you don't think I know that?
Say that's all I'm saying. But
listen, what do you think my mind frame is at? Yeah, even though look, humble, look, bro, you very humble, bro.
Personal problem, Edie. I can't control how you feel and how you view things. Listen, people get too obsessed with trying to control the acts and actions of people. I don't. All I can control is how I respond and how I react, big dog.
Yeah.
So
understand this, right? But if we having a conversation, bro, and the conversation supposed to be respectful, all this, that's a personal problem. That's disrespectful, bro.
That's insecurities, Edie.
No, listen, look, that's the all right, look. If we having hold on. If we having a conversation about shortcomings or about anything like as a man, and we talking and you respect me like I respect you, bro, nigga, I wouldn't take what you use, and I would take what you tell me to try to use against me or to be on some shit like, nigga, that's a personal problem. If I tell you like, damn, cuz, like, all right, my personal problem is this, my son died. Would you tell me to my face that's a personal problem? No, because I wouldn't do that.
Wait, pause.
I wouldn't do that to you.
No, pause. That's not a good analogy. Nigga, if we having a conversation, you say my son died, I'm going to give you empathy. I'm going to show you love, homie, because you lost your son. I lost my son. So you can't use that as an adequate or befitting analogy, my nigga. That's a bunk ass analogy on PJ Crip. That wasn't cool, my nigga. If anything like that, hold on.
That's a personal problem. That's my problem.
If anything, I'm gonna extend my hand and embrace you, nigga, because on PJ Crip, I know that pain. That's something different.
Yeah. Well,
it's all about the context in which a nigga say what he's saying. If a nigga say, man, I can't do this, or I'm short on my rent, or I don't got no gas money, a nigga ain't gonna be callous to say that's a personal problem. But when we having this type of discussion, when we having this type of exchange, and you say, man, I don't got no impulse control, nigga, that is a personal problem.
Is it not? Listen, you're right, but it's like this. Hold
on. Let me I never cut you off. I never cut you off, Edie. So let me do this. Well, Brother James, you know, when I was impulsive and I used to just jump to conclusions, one of the things that I utilized to get me to a state to where I can be rational in my thinking was just doing some deep breathing. I also went to anger management. And when I was in anger management, I learned some skills and techniques that was able to benefit me in making proper decisions and not being impulsive. Brother James, I have been impulsive as well, but impulse leads to destruction, a person's demise, incarceration, and just utterly bad decisions, Brother James. Is that better for you, Edie? You're going to have a problem with that too. I see it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes.
Listen. Well, brother, listen, hold on. Well, Brother Jones, when we were in CYA, we took Cage of Rage and anger management, right? But
I never took that.
Listen, right? Well, if you would have took it, you know that the shit don't work until you try to utilize that in society, because that's the tools they give you. But if you don't take the tools that they give you in Cage of Rage, you're going to constantly bump your head. You're going to lack impulse control, Brother Jones. You have to change your core beliefs. Wait a minute. I didn't cut you off. Go ahead,
brother.
Listen, Brother Jones, right? We have negative core, and we have a negative core belief system, Brother Jones. We all have false male pride, Brother Jones. That's what it is. You're not ready to let go of your false male pride due to your tribe, right? Because the way how you was brought up, right? You're never going to turn down a fade, right? If a man tell you, Brother Jones, you want to get down right now, what's up? Would you walk away?
This nigga crazy.
Why, baby, nigga?
No, this nigga
Why?
crazy, hey, but no. This is what I'm gonna tell you. It all depends on the individual and the circumstances and conditions. Because if one of my brothers say, "Nigga, I'm mad at you. We gotta fight," I'm not about to fight you. I love you.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that I have a strong rapport with, I'm gonna say, "Nigga, I'm not about to fight you. I love you." Because if you get me to the right mind state, then it's gonna be beyond fighting. Now, watch this, because I done been in these type of situations. I understand the psychology of certain people. Some people that be expressing, "Oh, nigga, fuck you, you fat motherfucker," because I done been there, even in the industry that I work. But as this dude expressing, it's not me that he's upset with, it's his life situations and circumstances. And when you able to get a person to the side, like, "Man, what's up, man? Why you trip on me like that, dog? I've been giving you number respect. Man, my bitch left me, and this bitch took my motherfucking SSI card with my money on it. Man, I don't even want to be here no more, Mr. Jones." So you can't use that analogy, Heedy, because I'm a little bit more seasoned. So it depends on the situation and the circumstance.
Yeah, because you had 16 years, nigga. You got a big head start on a lot of niggas.
That ain't just 16 years, Heedy. Listen, it's my kids. So we can say this rage in a cage. We can say this and say that, and I'm impulsive. How your lack of impulse control, how's that going to affect your kids if you make the wrong decision? Nigga, it's going to be to their detriment. True or false?
That's
so
true.
Like I just said earlier, my nigga, before I make certain critical decisions, nigga, I pray. I give myself enough time to allow my emotions to go back to where they need to be, and then I start putting everything into its proper perspective. I just had a situation, two of niggas gonna blam a nigga down, and I can say it because I didn't do it. All praise be to God. Niggas gonna blam this nigga down. Is it really worth it? Is it an imminent threat to yourself or your children? It's not. Is it going to put some money in your pocket? It is not. So what's the cons? I leave my kids. My kids have been through trauma in DCFS custody. This, that, and third. Yay, you shouldn't do that. You right, yay. I'm not going to do that.
Right, and that's true, bro, because that's the whole thing I'm living for. I'm living for my kids, right? And it's like, bro, so I know the risk a nigga take if a nigga get back on negative shit, yay. And I just feel like, bro, damn, cause like you could have hit a nigga on the bat phone. I know you got the call right on live, and you may have remembered. I'm gonna say you remember because I'm not gonna.
You could have not introduced that topic to the internet.
You're right. You know what I mean? But
so we both got to take accountability.
Yes, right.
I was in a moment, and a homie like, why? But I'm like, hold on. I know this nigga ain't introduced this shit to the internet and didn't tell it the way that it was on PJ.
Right,
go ahead, brother.
My bad. So look, who you believe? I'm gonna tell you to go.
Hold on. I believe your story has some truth to it, and I believe his story has some truthfulness to it as well. Nobody can give a 100% accurate account of what transpired over 20 years ago, Hitty. Your story got some truthfulness to it, and his does as well.
Yes, and I never did, man. Them niggas wasn't no marks jumping out over there, boy. You feel me? Them was the guys from over there. You feel me? Like them was like they jumped out on some niggas, nigga. They know who them niggas was because they all was the same age. They went to school, and bro, you know
them niggas was kids. They was high schoolers, Hitty.
Yes,
and you say, hold on, now watch this. Because on Eastside PJ Watch Crip, a nigga done been in a situation with some East Coasters in my projects.
Yeah.
On account of niggas that I love and have respect for the East Coasters, nigga like, oh no, this ain't going, no, hell no, my nigga, you know my nigga, and they just happen to be from Q102, like my nigga, you know my nigga Hitman, oh yeah, that's the big homie, whoopie whoop and all this and all that, and nigga didn't let that go into that. So when that situation was like that, if you really had any love for the PJs, once the nigga said PJ Watts, you would have went harder. You would have been like, hold on, my nigga, what y'all over here for? Man,
now
I'm
it was like this.
They
didn't give us a chance. The way y'all raised them niggas over there. Look who was leading the charge, Mike, bro. Mike, bro, what? Ain't nobody from 11 ain't gonna be able to talk to this man. You hear me? And that's just what it is. You got to think about it, bro. We ain't gonna speak on it, but look, you got to think about it, nigga. You know, like I know, nigga, it was real groundwork and backyards done when shit was transpiring. Like, nigga, you can't go do this. And that nigga was still like, nigga, fuck that. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's the way the streets is, nigga. So anytime it was a situation with lineup squabbles, anything pertaining to that. He was the first one. What's up? Like, you feel me? And
With
that's the
y'all,
way.
right?
That's the way he
Because of the
played
history,
ball.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I mean? But it still never brung back the love one. Like, so that's like, he was a demon. So when the nigga, look, nigga, the homies right here, he leading the charge. Like, oh, nigga, like Christopher Wallace, you feel me? It's to the crowd of niggas, the
I
niggas
think
went
his
up.
name William Wallace.
Whatever that nigga, look, yay,
Talking about the
niggas
movie
went up.
Braveheart.
Yeah, look, it wasn't no discussion, Jay. It was just a spare of the moment. Niggas went up, like, you feel me? And I'm gonna keep it real. I wouldn't even feel comfortable talking to the way that nigga moving, how he talk and walk. He not about to be around me talking about like you. And then you feel me? I'm just saying because I know he gonna get cracking.
I hear you, Eddie. I hear
You
you.
know what I mean? But a nigga never made it seem like then they got mauled or anything like that. Nigga, the reason I'm like, we gotta get these niggas out the hood. Like, nigga, they goddamn nigga. So just imagine what I seen was going on. You feel me? You know what I mean? But you know, like, man, like that's just what it is. The nigga wasn't trying to like bring that up. Like, you know, I acted off impulse for no control. Then whoever that was said whatever they said, bro. And I
Your
brung up.
homies agitated you, and you implemented my homies. That didn't
Yeah.
make no sense, Edie.
You know,
But I smoothed that over. I hollered at my homies, whoop and all that. It's just this homie been out there out of state shooting a movie, and when he had the opportunity to hit back, and you know, it was this and it was that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's all gravy, baby. Go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me, big time.
Yeah, bro. Huh? No, but you know, yeah, but a nigga on some honest shit, bro. A nigga did try to like holler as men about that situation, and you know, like, I just feel like with a person with your education level and how articulate you are, and you know how to like direct traffic, it shouldn't have came back on live because we both got ego. Every man has pride, bro. You feel me? Like nigga, like, come on, bro. Like, every man has pride, like, especially when it comes to something that they represent. And the dude said some people have problems or disappointment with themselves checking in. Hell yeah, it's a problem of disappointment with a nigga checking in because certain people think because they checked in that they don't still have that instance or it makes them less of a man. But as men, for checking in, we deal with that amongst ourselves. But who gives the next person the right to say, nigga, you checked in? All right, everybody know a nigga checked in. Is that what we gonna keep on talking about? You know, is we gonna like on that? I'm talking.
Check in. Like, what does that mean? Is it like when motherfuckers come to a different place and they check in, or is it like a word from prison?
It's basically it's the other side of the yard, yeah. That's what they consider checking
gotcha.
in.
I ain't know that on
Or
PJ for sure.
tapping out. You know what I mean? But it's like people don't understand. Like I say, bro, that level 1, 2s, and some level 3s. That's a different way of living than you on level 4. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what's going on in the streets of society. It's a lot of people that's juggernauts, that's on bullshit yards and good yards, that's being released back to the community with these mind frames of these prison yards. And that's why I stay away from people because I still got it. You feel me? I still got the mind frames, bro. Like it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But I just got to stay focused, bro. You know, I just pray up. I just got to stay focused. And it's like
you do.
Satan send these monitoring spirits, bro. And my thing is like, if I trusted somebody and like, come on, like, I feel that, nigga, I lost my son, you lost your son, so we share something in common. Not only the white shit, but my past life, the gangbanging shit. And we both from the east side, off of Perio. You feel me? So it's so much, bro. But at the end of the day, cuz it's like a nigga been through so much, bro. And I know somewhere along the line, when a nigga checked in, that it wasn't that wasn't part of the game. So that's my demons I'm dealing with, right? But I'm not about to let, this not for you, but I'm not about to let, nigga, if I go, I'm gonna go anywhere I please. But if a nigga be like, oh, what's up, twin? Oh, what's up? Woo, 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 woo. If a nigga ask, where you from? And I'm off the east side. But if a nigga this is where I'm from, bro. I don't really fuck around no more. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say that, Edie, respectfully. You can't say that because you're not from there. Respectfully. So
but tell me,
not
do you think those ops? Look, do you think those ops gonna be like, oh, he checked in, he don't gangbang no more? Nigga, some people hurt.
Listen, dog, we old as a motherfucker, my nigga. The niggas that's in our age group, man, them niggas ain't even on that shit like that, dog. A lot of niggas in our age group, them niggas got kids, niggas got grandkids now. Them young niggas ain't gonna give a fuck, my nigga. Unless a nigga pushing a cold line or a nigga got a little bit too much on his stroll. Them young niggas is going after them YNs, Heedy.
Right. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, when a motherfucker check in, right, it's a chink in their armor. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you what niggas don't want to tell you. Like, a nigga go through this moment. You know what I mean? Like me, When a nigga checked in, they come holler. Why you want that type of placement? Man, shit, man, I'm just tired of programming around this type of shit, tired of politics. If you's a joint, they're gonna keep on coming back, they're gonna keep on coming back, bro. You feel me? And when I dig it out, I'm gonna show you my 128, where it said inmate Thomas was very evasive when he was requesting placement. You feel me? He came up with a story, said, I don't want to be stabbed again. I never been stabbed before in prison, bro. You feel me? So homies on the main line know what motherfuckers check in. If you don't get boop bopped off the yard, if you ain't got stabbed off the yard, or if it's something that's not going on, bro, on the risk, it's gonna be on that 128G. Self-expression, safety concern type shit. It's gonna be on the 120. But when I dig it out, I'm gonna show you, bro, because a nigga be getting
I take
tired
your
of
word. You don't got to do that, 80. You don't have anything to prove. See, you still trying to prove shit that don't make no sense.
But understand this though, right? When people like you go through them times, Heedy, where you be like this, man, oh fuck that nigga, I'm finna go back, like nigga, I ain't about to go over there with these niggas, right? But then once you make that transition, bro, you like, whoa, like this shit is really crazy over here. Why the fuck did I do this? And no matter what, who you talk to over the phone, they tell you to come back. You can keep on trying to come back. It's just gonna keep on going and going and going. On the real nigga, like I said, I tried to go back. I ended up getting cracking with 2 people. I made it to the cages. They say, y'all gonna sign off? Everybody said, yeah. Nigga, they came back, nigga. The goon squad said, you going to the hole and you going to the hole. I said, what I'm going to the hole for? Oh, we just received information. That fast, bro. So a nigga played the EOP game all the way through. You feel me?
Right.
But it's like that's my truth. So who is it to who is the next person to be like in public or something because they own that shit? Hey, my nigga, I heard you was on one of them bullshit yards. All right, everybody know where a nigga was at. So if you bring it up, you asking for something to get done to you. If you bring up anything that you hear about a person that's negative on all that type of shit, you cannot play with that shit. It's anything that will make your lifespan short. You know what I mean? You got to be really willing to take responsibility in your like what however you get at a person. You know what I mean?
I pray that this was a learning moment for you because it was a learning moment for me as well. Hopefully this was a challenge that you feel like, man, you know what? I came out on top because I could have crashed out. It could have been this, could have been that. Hopefully this is one of the challenges that you can recognize and say, damn, that was a challenge, but this is how I handled it. So hopefully this is a teachable moment for you, Heedy.
For both of us, Heedy.
I just literally said that.
I'm just saying for both. Listen, I'm just saying for both of us, Heedy, got to be a teachable moment for both of us, Heedy, because it can't be no big me's and little U's, vice versa, right? Like out of all the people, bro, like you say, hopefully this is a teachable moment for you, me, both of us, because.
But before I said that, I said
I feel that
it was for me as well. And I said, hopefully it was a teachable moment for you, expert. But I had also included myself. I don't know if you heard that, but I included myself, brother. I'm not a condescending type of guy majority of the time. I can be sarcastic as a motherfucker, but I'm not condescending. I don't believe I'm better than nobody, dog. I come from. Go ahead, brother.
All right, I got a problem with this. I feel that you and Smooth ruled and keep it real last night, man, on the topic of relationship, bro. I just feel like that right there on the real, y'all didn't keep it real, bro. You know what I mean? If we could change, if we could change the subject, bro, y'all didn't keep it real. Like the conversation, whatever my baby mama said in the first beginning, her shit was, ain't no nigga gonna wait for no bitch that's in jail while he on the streets.
But did I say I would? I said we're not gonna discuss, I said what she ain't the word about is just doing that time, and I'm gonna handle this, that, and third, her necessities, and make sure that I never said that I'll be faithful to a female while she's in jail, nigga. I'll be fucking on the streets. I'm not faithful on the streets if I can be honest and just be transparent.
Yeah, but at the same time, what is holding the person down?
Probably watch this. I'm the type of nigga, I need a couple of females to fuck on. I need some variety. That's why any woman that I marry and settle down with, she have to be open to the option of, or she have to be open to the lifestyle of having a polyamorous relationship. Not just for the fact of me having variety, but everybody plays a position in the grand scheme of this household. So if I'm not doing that while a woman is on the streets, when she go to jail, what make you think that I lie and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be faithful? No, I'm gonna give me some pussy. I love pussy. I love to fuck. I love to fuck. They make love to a woman and kiss her on the neck, caress her, massage feet. I love doing all that shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, I hear you now, bro. I feel that when it comes to that type of shit, right? We older now, so we can speak from experience. But everybody got to crawl before they walk. So it's like when you start going to jail and you dealing with certain type of females, bro, you don't know, you got to bump your head a lot of times. A lot of people that's involved in our lifestyle, you know what I mean? I say it's about a 32% chance that people are with the people that the same relationship with the people that they grew up with from high school or something, right? But if you meet a female on the streets, you go to jail, bro, and they doing what they do. If she was in jail, then they gonna be doing what they do. But what I mean by holding them down, like, what? All right, a lot of men to say they will accept they woman fucking on the streets as long as they holding them down. You feel me? A lot of men to say that. Vice versa, you saying that, nigga, you gonna hold your wife down, but you gonna do what you do on the streets. You feel me?
And I expect her to do the same, Edie. That's
Right.
why I said last night, the heart is mine. That nigga can have the pussy until I get home. But give me that heart. Long as I retain possession of that heart, do what you please with the pussy. But have some integrity about yourself. Don't fuck this nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga. If you get you a cool little side nigga that take care of your sexual needs and you can control your emotions, baby, do your thing. But don't enter into a relationship with this nigga and you giving this nigga something that's supposed to belong to me.
Yeah.
That's out of pocket.
Right.
I said that last night.
Right, and that's understandable, right? Now, another thing that I had a problem with you and Smooth Groove was this. And I would, bless me, I want the chat to get involved, right? Look, how y'all gonna sit up and say that in certain cultures, I'm gonna say ours per se, that when a man is dealing with a woman and he going to do some numbers, some time, right? And he gonna be gone for a minute, that her mama, probably your mama, aunties and like older ladies, tell her like, look, that boy, I'm gonna use me for example. James should understand that he in jail and you gonna need help with them kids. You might need to go ahead and get you somebody to help you until he come on home. Come on, I'm just saying that's on the east side where I grew up at. I done ran it across niggas on the west side too.
Heedy, please don't say that. That's a broad generalization. Last night when you said that, a lot of people in the chat say, I ain't never heard that. No, that's not true. Even your kin folks from your section, BC Cuz said, oh no, man, I ain't never heard of that. That ain't that.
No, he said was that, oh, that's a fucked up shit for a nigga family to tell a female. You know what I mean? But so you ain't never heard about nobody saying that. They ain't gotta say it to you, but never ever.
Even when I be fucking females who got niggas in jail, I encourage these women or these females to stick it out with that nigga. If you can't, then at least get that nigga at least 5 or 6 years. You feel what I'm saying? Giving that nigga that mental support and all this and all that. But don't just leave a nigga, especially now that I'm putting my penis up in you. Like, hell no. I encourage women to stay with they niggas. I ain't never heard about nobody family telling the spouse of somebody in their family, go ahead and go find you somebody else, get you a little help. Nah, I ain't never heard of that. That's what the family unit is for.
Well, no, we're not find nobody. You need to find somebody to help you with them kids, man. You know what I mean? Because that's just gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen anyway.
Unique in every way says she heard it. So you got one person that agree with you and say she heard it.
And she a female. Thank you, Unique.
She's a woman, yes, sir.
You know.
I mean, but you know what I mean? Shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, babe, like, I just ain't never heard of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that nigga gonna need some mental support. And then this is the thing about females. A lot of females get some good loving and become accustomed to a certain type of treatment, and then their heart goes to that nigga like. So now you out of sight, out of mind. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, go ahead, brother.
Hey, that's how I go. When you out of sight, you out of mind, yeah. You know what I mean?
But it's like not to a woman that really loves you, Heedy, because it's for better or worse.
You right. But when you come home, that's what matters when you get back to it.
I don't want it.
Especially if you out here living the vida loca out here,
I don't want it.
Fucking and doing what you're doing.
I don't want
it. That's just what comes with it. That can be
that's
your
treason. I don't want her. That's treason. Listen,
what about
baby mama?
What about when you was out here fucking?
That's what I do, and I'm very transparent about that. Any woman that I start interacting with, I say, listen, baby, I'm a certified Mac. I got women
Right.
that I interact with. I don't lie, Heedy. My lying days of being a young nigga, that shit is over with. I don't allow women to interact with me under false pretenses of me being honorable. Well, I am an honorable guy, but a faithful guy, and I don't talk to other women. I don't do that
So,
because I'm not gonna play with
so
nobody like that. But hold on. My first baby mama, bullshit. Much love to her, but she's bullshit. My other two baby mamas is sensational, amazing mothers, great women. I never made the same mistake that I made the first time. But you got a lot of niggas that make the same mistake over and over and over again, and that's not my situation nor my case. If I just so happen to go down today, God forgive, I know that my baby mama is gonna do her part.
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but every situation and circumstance is slightly different here.
Yeah.
Now, I mess
Hey,
with
look.
women.
So you said you a certified Mac, right? So we never
You
gonna
better believe
agree.
it. You know this. You
Hey, look.
know
So
this, Heedy.
hey, yeah, you been like that
Heedy,
since we
you
was
know
kids.
this. It's
Yeah.
passing over. Yeah, Heedy, you know what I mean? I don't talk about
Yeah.
all my affairs in YA like a nigga that be lying, but I was in YA filling on pussy and, caressing female asses and all that. The staff. The first one, and I ain't believe I can do it, but the first one that I did was what's the bitch name? Miss Welch. That was on Roosevelt.
On Roosevelt, you talking about the raggedy face bitch.
The raggedy face, long face bitch on PJ.
Bitch talk about how
I
she suck dick all day.
Come on, man. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going for my shot. But for me, this shit started in juvenile hall. You can ask my nigga, what's cuz name? H-Bang from 52nd Street, Hoover. When the female volunteers used to come in and I'm grabbing on ass, she bringing me this and she bringing me that, gave me the address, the number. She said, I could see myself marrying you once you get 18. Please stay in contact with me. I'm a certified Mac. He is Casanova. Yay, this is what I do, baby.
So look, yeah, we never gonna agree as on relationship situations. You feel me?
Why not?
I'm just saying because you a certified Mac, bro. I got a different outlook. You know, I got a different outlook, nigga. Like happy wife mean happy life to me. That's who I got to sleep with at night. On the
I
real, so
mean,
it's like, look, Jay, you a Rolling Stone. Hey, nigga, you a single father, a Rolling Stone, nigga. Hey, you got 2 houses. You ain't
and I
you
have
the
an
man.
amazing, hold on, I have an amazing son's mother. My baby mama is sensational. I love the fuck out of her. So I don't want to exclude her as if she is like it's no woman in my life. I'm very transparent and honest. I love the fuck out of my baby mama, and my baby mama is a part of my life.
Right.
Do
For
we
real.
live together? No, she got her own. She's an ex-cop. She does amazing things. See, Heedy, I deal with a different caliber of women. The last woman I was with before my baby mama, she was a motherfucking ex-prison guard who's now currently a registered nurse. The one before her was a hardworking female. The one before her was a doctor. The one before her was a probation officer. So I deal with a different caliber of women, Heedy. I deal with a lot of women that have degrees in certain professions and all that, and they have the ability to think outside the box.
Not
And come
always though, but you not always dealt with them women. You 40, nigga. It took people to bump their
I didn't
head.
say that. I didn't say that I always deal with these women, but if you want to be
How old were
technical,
you?
shit, nigga, I have.
No.
Even going back to the juvenile hall, the female that
Oh,
was
the
the
stab.
volunteer, the
The
female that
stab
was the
bitch.
volunteer.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about where it started at in juvenile hall. You can ask my nigga H-Bank from 52nd Street Hoover this. This woman owned car lots and all this and all that, so you can't say that. My shit go wrong when I lessen my standards and start fucking with these bitches instead of ladies and women, Heedy. That's where my trials and tribulations come from.
But
Bitches
tell
that
me
have
this. But tell me this. How do you feel she's a woman if she like I don't know, like you a firm believer, like you say you don't have a religious faith, but you're very spiritual, right?
Yes, sir.
So what part of your spirituality, like as far as the adultery shit, you ain't married, but what if would you lay with a
Adultery.
married woman? Would you lay with a married woman?
I have. I ain't gonna even lie to you, Heedy. I have. And one married woman that I laid with I'm gonna be honest, cuz I can't lie.
Did you
One
feel
married
bad?
woman. No, I didn't. On PJ Crip, I didn't. But after having conversations with my father, then I had to change that. They told me about a dude from my projects named Bad Habit Rabbit. They got killed from laying with a dude's wife. And then when the nigga started putting in that perspective, I'm like, cuz I probably need to slow down on this type of shit. The female that I'm telling you about, and I put her name out there. Her name Ebony. I was fucking with her in Adelanto. Left my baby mama house across the street and moved in with her. She had a husband, the nigga from Bonnie Hunters. The nigga popped up at the house one day while I was there on Eastside PJ Crib.
Whoa.
Don't ask how I dealt with that because I'm gonna keep it honest. So if you want to know,
No,
I'll
no,
let
no.
you
I,
know.
I,
If you
I ain't
don't
gonna
want
ask.
to know, I
Oh
won't
no,
let you
all
know.
I want to know,
If the
all I
chat
want
want
to
to
know.
know, ask, and I'm gonna let
No,
you
hey,
know.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. All I want to know, what year was
Cuz
this?
was hot. This was in
What year was it?
2014. No, 2014. Adelanto, Ebony, on Mike. The nigga from Bonnie on a pull up, seen me. And baby just cashed out 2,500 to get my Grand P with all the beat and the TVs in it fixed and all this and all that. Like, on Mike. The nigga pulled up, I'm there, like, and it's shit, it was what it was, nigga. You know, I may be a Mac, but I got some gangster elements about myself too. Am I a gangster? No, I'm a certified Mac.
Yeah. I gotta get fucked under these trees, man. But yeah, bro.
Is it a lot of females who are in relationships that may not be the ideal or best relationship that feel like I got certain qualities and characteristics and they want to be with me? Most definitely. Because you know what? I know how to talk. I know how to listen. I know how to motivate people. And I have a whole lot of understanding. And a lot of women yearn for that. I don't judge them. I don't condemn them for their past mistakes or decisions and all this. A lot of women feel comfortable with me. They feel like they can confide within me and their secrets is safe and their secrets are safe. I make women feel like new individuals when they come and they start interacting with me. All praise
Yeah,
be to the Most High God for blessing me with this ability. I mean, don't
hey,
stop the
hey,
question now.
hey. I feel you owe my woman an apology, bro.
I apologize to your woman sincerely.
Thank you,
That
brother.
is, you know, ain't no thing.
Yeah, hey, look, but yeah, bro,
Anything
like,
else you want?
no, hell no, bro, we good,
You
bro.
sure?
You know, we good, brother. I ain't, you
Okay,
know what I mean?
for sure. But
I'm
no,
surprised.
sincerely,
I'm
Edie, if you and your old lady feel like I said something that was offensive or hurtful, you know, I truly apologize, Edie.
yeah,
You know, not joking and all this and all that because I said it too quick. And I wanted to let you know that I am being sincere and authentic in my apology. Like, you know,
yeah,
that's just, it is what it is, some grown man shit.
yeah, because it's like, bro, I respect you, and I'm gonna respect what you love. You feel me? No matter what it is, I'm gonna respect what you love, bro. And it's just like, I know, nigga, you got knowledge, nigga. Like, you been having knowledge since a nigga was kids, and nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, and a nigga got to just do the right things with it. You know what I mean? I know the right shit to do. I just wish that I stayed out 16 years, bro, because it's hard doing 12 years, nigga. So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 12 years ago, at 4 years, right? What was you doing? Like, what was you doing when you at your 4-year mark of freedom?
At my 4-year mark of freedom, I got out of 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was getting ready to get back. Well, I was in the film industry. I was just getting into the film industry.
Yeah, that's when we start hearing that.
No,
So
2011, I got out. Wait, no, at the end of 2010, I got out of Old Folsom. 2011, yeah, we was getting ready to get Imperial Dreams cracking and all this and all that. We made Imperial Dreams in 2012 or 2013, something like that. So I was getting into the film industry. Like I didn't have the shelter. I didn't
yeah,
have the cushion of coming home, going to my mama house and my daddy house. I went to my
yeah,
uncle Big Blue house. Cuz couldn't carry me, so I started selling dope. Before I started
yeah,
selling dope, I started selling $50 Jordans. That's when the Jordans was $50, and I was selling Lacoste shirts. I moved from
yeah,
that to selling ecstasy pills and weed. I'm like, this is some cool money, but I'd rather sell dope. You know what I mean? I was fixated with
yeah.
selling dope. I love selling dope. Do I do it now? No, but I love the hustle.
Right.
You know, within like 18 months of me being home, I bust a GS Lexus with beat in it, TVs and all this and all that. I got to my grind, Heedy.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling
Right.
nobody to take the steps that I took. That's not what I'm saying. You feel me? I
Yeah.
took some risks. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
On the real, you gotta take risks. You only live once. If you don't take risks, you know what I mean. But I'm done taking the motherfucking risk.
I mean, a lot of shit
Only
that
risk
we
I'm.
do is going to be associated risk, Heedy. Now, just say that you're
Yeah.
not going to take the negative risk that can lead a nigga back in there. When I take this money and I get my YouTube money and I invest in certain stocks or I invest in this and I put this, like, that's a risk as well. All throughout life is going to be associated risk in every aspect of the game. And I feel like I've been giving you a little bit too much game, homie. I'm gonna need a consultation fee.
Right. And the consultation fee.
I'm just fucking with you, Eddie. I'm trying to make light of the moment.
No, it's good, Heedy, man. It's all love, man. You know what I mean. Nigga just hit the reset. You know what I mean? The reset button, bro. Like you say, like it's two sides to this content creation shit. You know.
It is. And if a nigga ain't got thick skin, he should move out the way. The hot boys on them way. You know, this shit is real, my nigga. And this ain't gonna be your first challenge that a nigga gonna have to navigate through. It's gonna be more. So a nigga gotta ask himself, am I really willing to commit myself to this and deal with this, that, and third? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, it's the projection that a person giving out. It's the output. If you giving out a negative output, niggas that come on your platform or whatever that's what it'll be. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give a positive output out. No matter what it is,
Man,
you got to stay the course. And sometimes,
and,
like a nigga have glitches. You know, a nigga have glitches. Like a nigga revert back to the old negative behavior pattern so fast. You know.
and you'll be an idiot. And you will be deserving of whatever Allah sends to you for resorting back to what God then saved you from. You'll be an idiot. And in those type of situations, I don't give niggas sympathy nor compassion. And I'm saying that respectfully. God saved me from being in the projects thugging, Heedy. So why would I go back in the projects and do shit that God then saved the nigga from? I will be a fool. And if I make that mistake, I don't need no compassion. I don't need none of that shit from nobody. When God saves you from a thing, God doesn't send you back to that thing unless God sends you with a message or a healing solution.
Right.
Hey, so Smooth Brew just said, so
But
is it
yeah,
hashed
man.
out? Is it hashed out yet?
Real, if it's gonna be any more prize, I don't know. I think we should, you know what I mean? I don't know if we should dive straight into it tonight or something. You know what I mean? I still got
Nah,
some
man,
damage control to do,
listen,
you know?
homie. And I understand that. We can interact via this right here. This right here, if a nigga ever need a nigga and all this and all that, we can interact via that.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? We probably should take a break on the content. Like, you feel me? But I
Hey,
can't
you
run no
see
more
that?
content with Smooth Groove no more anyway.
Why?
Because when I extended the invitation to do content, he denied it. You feel me? He shot the invitation down. I'm not the type of nigga that ain't my get down. I never had a problem with Cuz, and I was very vocal about that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
But I can understand it. You know, he riding with his cousin, and that's cool. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But nigga, I feel like when a
when did you
person
give him
pick
the
a side,
invitation this
stay
morning?
there. On PJ, yeah, I put it in the chat for both of y'all.
Oh shit, I don't.
Hell yeah,
No,
like
brother.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I say, yo, Smooth Brew, we knocking it out this last one, or are we ending it at number 9? Either way, it's cool. My Heedy, it's all love. He say, yeah, I'm gonna stay out the way. Good looking though, appreciate you. I say for sure, my Heedy. So he declined the nigga invitation. So it'll never be no more content.
So how do you feel that was a decline? He said, yeah, I'm gonna stay out the way. Like, he don't, like, as far as like out the way of them bullets, because he called me and told me, like, nigga,
it
I
wouldn't
think
be no bullets, Heedy. We would have
no,
stayed
but
on topic with the ghetto informant program, not you.
listen, look, right? He said I'm gonna stay out the way, as far as like, because he don't want to make it feel as if he, like, basically he on some low ball shit with you, because he said he feel that's the way I got at him, like you know what I mean, as far as like as far as whatever she said and like my approach and the shit I'm saying. So he want to stay out the way of that type of shit. He ain't saying nothing about no content, you know what I mean?
I'm so discombobulated right now with what you just said, Heedy.
Can you hear me?
No, I heard everything that you said. It just I haven't fully processed it to the point to where I can.
All right, look. If he said yeah, appreciate it. The salute, respect. You feel me?
Yeah, but it ain't no hard feelings. I'm not disrespecting Cuz or nothing like that. Like, it ain't that. I just wouldn't run content with him no more, because when I extended the invitation, you know, he he went with his cuzzo, and that's to be expected, and it's all love. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Me in that situation, I'm going to go with what's righteous and what benefits me and my brand. Like, this is a business. Y'all probably ain't got y'all LLCs and all that shit like I suggested, but for me, this is a business, Heedy. So I got to make business decisions. Like, I can't go off what the chat say and what other people feel about my content and all that, because this is my business that I invested in. So I got to make moves that's going to further my business.
What's up with you, stranger? What's up with you, stranger? Hello.
Lifestyle Richie, what you mean?
That Casanova Yay rubbing off on me because you're gonna get me fucked up.
Nah, you're not going to do that because you're a committed man to that amazing young lady. So you're not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Hey, look,
Yeah, yeah, for real. Lifestyle Richie, what
yeah,
you mean,
did you see what Smooth Rule said?
He said, I don't have a problem with you. I'm just the type he introduced us. That would be disloyal showing up while y'all still having word. Man, Edie, I'm not tripping. I don't have a problem with you either. And I maintained that throughout the course of this live. I never said anything disrespectful towards you or none of that. Like, I never said you're this, that, and third. I don't have a problem with you either, brother. And I wish you an abundance of success on your endeavors and everything that you put your mind to accomplish that's positive. So no, don't take it as if I'm sending shots or as this and as that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing but love. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm always going. Yeah, you on that bullshit? Yeah, maybe we can figure it out offline.
Hey, I'm chilling, man. Listen, man, I'm chilling, big dog.
But I gotta ride with Cuzzo. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. You hear me?
No, I listen. Y'all taking this shit somewhere that is not. I'm not saying that anybody's wrong. I'm not throwing no shots and none of that. Like, I know you gonna ride with your Cuzzo, and I don't condemn a person for making a decision that's best for them and a relationship with their family. That's not what I'm on either.
Yeah. Yo, nigga feel like a nigga on Taft right now, cuz.
Nah, Hitty, that's insecurities, my dude. Because listen.
Hey, nigga, you thought I forgot? You thought I forgot who the most who was the demon of Taft, nigga, that crossed all the Mexicans up? You thought I forgot?
It probably was me.
And I'm talking about the nigga, the demon nigga I got. I'm like, why all these niggas? Why all these?
You going in and out.
You thought I forgot who the demon was?
I'm not here to cross you up. And if I was utilizing manipulation tactics on you, I promise you wouldn't notice it until it's like, damn, that nigga, like, it'd be that. Like, I'm not here to manipulate, Edie. On PJ.
I've been the wire, bro.
This ain't that.
I
can manipulate you if I want to. I can get you mad as a motherfucker right now. I can really push your buttons, Edie. You don't believe me? Say I won't. Say I can't.
You won't?
Okay.
All I'm gonna do is put you on the shine and hang up.
No, you ain't, man. I'll beat your ass, my nigga.
Reject. Reject.
It didn't work. I guess I lost my touch. This thing's crazy. Hey, but you learn it though. It ain't that you learn it, but now you stepping into another part of your life to where a person can say something, you don't have that negative, emotional outbursts or output. Like, you feel what I'm saying? This shit is all a learning lesson for all of us. I'm Smooth, and I will be live at 9. Hey, I'll be there to support you, Smooth. I'm gonna let people know and all that. Matter of fact, I'm about to highlight that because it ain't no love lost and none of that. Like, oh Mike. Yes, I'm doing a live later. The live that I'm going to be doing live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I said, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I smoked too much weed. Weed bad for you?
You say who?
Is weed bad for you?
Shit, nigga, I don't know. I don't smoke weed. I choose not to indulge, but you know what I mean? I can't say. You gotta do the studies. You gotta research the science. Okay, listen. Is weed bad for you? Yeah, this modern day GMO weed, yes, it is bad for you. It infeminate man, and it make men more inclined to make bad decisions. It make a motherfucker get boobs, and it does all type of other shit because now it's GMO.
What?
Genetically modified organisms.
It make people get.
It makes some dudes grow breasts. It makes some dudes effeminated, and it makes some dudes make emotional decisions. We seen that last night when you blew the top off of some shit that wasn't even like that. I mean, but do the research.
All right.
Take my word. I mean, we was in the California Youth Authority reading the Source magazines and Double XL, and in the back of the magazine it said smoke weed, get paid. That's when they were coming with the GMO weed. They was testing and seeing how it works on the psyche and the anatomy of of men and women. Weed is bad for you. Weed is bad for you. Let's pop up by the TV, say weed is bad for you. See y'all later. Meet you at the top. For Shigadale Smooth Groove, I will see you at the top, my brother. I mean, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I'm about to get up off of this content shit. I'll probably do this shit for like another 6 or 7 months just to maintain my my public, just to stay in the eyes of the public, but I'm about to get back into making movies and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about to get back into. Somebody said Taffy Nixon.
Taffy
Yeah,
Nixon.
yeah.
Yeah, man, they got to be on the lookout for Smooth Groove TV, and so there I was, man. I don't know. We gonna figure it out though. Yeah, man. But the nigga appreciate everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey
I'm just happy
man,
we kindle that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro.
I'm just happy I ain't gotta whoop your ass when I see you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm happy about, man.
that shit not gonna work.
Cause I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck this little nigga up. Cause I'm a bam, boom, bam, bam. And when he ball up, I'm gonna give him some body shots, hard bodies, like bam, boom, bam, boom. It's like, ooh, man, I'm gonna have to fuck this nigga up. I can't believe this, man. So it worked out perfectly, man. Cause I just knew I was gonna have to break your jaw and give you a black eye too.
I seen the way you got in that ring. I seen the way you got in that ring with
Papa,
oh, what time? What was that?
Papa, my
Yeah,
partner.
you got in that you got in that ring. Nigga, you damn near fell right when you got up in that motherfucker. Just getting in
Probably
the rope.
so. I mean, I can't speak on that because I got a lot of love for Papa. But Papa speak highly of me. But Papa speak highly about my boxing abilities, and you know, I send a shout out to him as well.
Yeah.
If I can't do nothing, I can throw a left and a right and a few jabs, man. Anybody to fight me, they be like, "Damn, I was in a fight." I hit
Did you hit him
hard,
with the?
cuz
Did you hit him with the Louis?
I ain't gonna go into that, but I hit hard on PJ. I hit hard, Edie.
And Louis.
Not saying that a nigga can't whoop my ass, but what I'm saying is that fighting me, you gonna know that you had a fight. Cause we both gonna be hurting. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I grew up fighting, man. My daddy used to
Did y'all
box,
get
but
it?
I'm not a boxer.
Did y'all get it on tape?
Nah, we ain't get it on tape. Nah.
Come on, yeah. Y'all to get it on tape. You got the scene when y'all was walking in the ring on tape. Come on, chat. Tell
Didn't
them
want
we
to
want to see the fight.
didn't want to get it on tape because if it hits the internet, certain people will feel certain type of ways, whether it's me or him. And we ain't doing
Right.
it to go back at each other. We ain't doing it so the internet can get niggas pressured up and like, oh, I'm about to pop him or I'm gonna snake him and all that. You feel me? Sometimes men have to resolve conflicts off of the internet, Haiti. That's why I got you and my homie to talk off of the internet.
Yeah.
You and Smooth Grooves like, bring him up. But if he would have came up talking how he was originally talking, you know what I mean, then it would have been counterproductive. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what we got.
Because what I got from that when you said how he was originally talking, I could tell that if he was talking like that, and you know when what he told me over that phone, I could tell that was one of Mike boys. You hear me?
I mean, we all
So,
be PJs. Haiti is one for all for one, especially with that generation and my generation.
yeah. But I think he was on
But
the
he
same shit.
was
Mike.
there.
He was on the same shit Mike was on.
He was there. He went to Locke High School when that shit was going on. You know, I ain't even want to bring this to the internet, but when the East Coasters and the Great Streets was trying to team up on the PJs, like he was there. He was directly affected by that. Mike was invested for other reasons that I won't introduce to the internet, but you and I know what's going on. But the homie he was there. He of that generation that was going to Locke. The East Coasters and Great Streets tried to press him and his generation like. So that's why he was on it like that. He was a teenager when y'all had that interaction like. But now that he's a grown man, you can only, you know, I don't know. Fact says shooting game. Nah, we ain't gonna play the shooting game, man. SMP, Taff, and Nixon. I was on an SMP. They gave me an SMP for what? 3 months? I ran out my cell and got down with 2 Sordanios, a nigga named Joker, and I forget the nigga from Playboy's name. I fucked him up. Bam, boom, boom, bam. I'm mixing their shit. They gave me an extension. They supposed to only give you a 1 month extension. Man, they gave me a 3-month extension. Man, I'm back there for damn near 9 months on PJ Crib. Now we going crazy. They ain't giving us yard, so we flooding everything.
That's when all that racial shit started.
On PJ, yeah. I mean, you can't blame me for it though.
Yeah.
Did I?
Once you got there, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Once you got there, right? Blacks had Mexican roundflies, bro.
That's true.
Before you got there, blacks had Mexican roundflies. What happened?
Shit, I don't know.
Go ahead, I'll wait. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, you feel me? But this is the thing, Heedy. So a nigga
Did you ever get into it with Sleepy from La Puente, Buki from Bonnie Hunter's roundfly?
No, I wasn't even there with Buki from Bonnie Hunters. Nah, I don't know Sleepy. I was mainly getting into it with the West Side, but Dugo was like
Frosty, Cisco,
Frosty, Cisco on Mike.
And hey, look, and it was so cold, nigga. Quiet as kept, nigga. Shit, nigga. Who was it? At the elbow got at me. Ramon got at me like, hey, bro, nigga, what we gonna do now? Cause you know Ramon Ron Flowers, Kilogram Slim, KB Slim. Remember, excuse me, I apologize.
Yeah.
Remember, we had the 430 shit started back then, but it was really just coast to coast gangster moving thumbs up. Remember?
Right.
And you know, nigga, once that shit happened with Cisco and them now, remember, the Verdugos is riding with us against the Florences. It was like some crazy shit. It was like
I ain't know that.
It was like some. Well, but once you came, that shit was over with. Because elbow said, "Cuz you gotta fight all these people." Cause look, the BPSs, it was East Coast Verdugos and 18s against the Florences. The BPSs and like Bloods and like like this people that everybody that they cool with. You feel me?
Right.
It was because it was some shit like that because the situation with Deuce and Tiny Tank, the men Killer Jets,
Right.
like you feel me? So that shit was crazy, bro. But once you came, the homie Nubbo, he said, man, yeah, had got a gang of shit cracking when he came back. Like that nigga, he like it was some shit going on. Like you feel me?
Hey, but I went and got an SMP program for a racial riot. I ain't incite that shit. Nigga, they tried to run back-to-backs on BJ from Fadu's Pueblos, and we wasn't letting that go down like that on Mike. Y'all ain't about to.
Pablo.
And I'm fresh, and I'm fresh to YA.
On Roosevelt, right?
On Roosevelt, yeah.
On the real.
They took me to the school area. It was a Hispanic dude walking by and shit. Nigga, I got up out of the cuffs and I ran in and I got cracking on him. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That just is what it was. They was back there cracking ears and all that. But what they didn't like is I had the ability to manipulate their people and shoot at their own people and all this and all that. Like, I never intended to go back there and be on no racial shit or incite no race riots and all that. I just dropped my nuts and stood on what I believe to be right.
Man, it's hot as a motherfucker. Can't find no shade, cuz.
Oh, Lifestyle Richie, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all support the platform, man. I'm about to come with some merch. Y'all get ready to buy my book, man. Please go cop my book. It's called Bobby Ye Presents Lyrics for My Reality. It's an excellent poetry book. And it's Bobby Ye Presents Infamous Course. That's another book. Please check it out. My partner, he about to start writing a book. Him and Smooth Groove is about to get together and get a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And we about to start, building with these kids, man. I mean, we can connect on some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Smooth Groove. If you want to connect on that, and we change the lives of these babies, like I'm cool to collaborate on that. If we need to create a curriculum and all this and all that, I got curriculums, or we can come fresh. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. If y'all want to write a book, nigga, use my mind so that I can assist you in writing a book. So when you come on platforms and you do speaking engagements, like I got one in Houston, I'm ambivalent. I don't know if I want to take it or not because I don't know if I want to fly. But when I go to these speaking engagements, I say go buy my book on Amazon. Bobby Ye Imperial Vision. Oh no, Bobby Ye Lyrics for My Reality and Bobby Ye Infamous Courts. Like, that's how a nigga gotta organize this shit. Because if not, what is a nigga doing it for? To get popularity but no money? Nigga, we gotta find a way to monetize shit.
Hey, who was that, bro? Who was that in the chat? It said, remember Clever, TBS, and
Tiny
Yogi
Boys and Yogi fuck over them too. They ain't fuck over me. I remember Clever.
No, he said, no, that's a homie. He said that's a homie. He said he fucked over him.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up. And shout out to you, my player.
That's the boy that told me, that reminded me your name was Casanova Ye.
Oh, what's the deal, cuz? Hey, that's my nigga right there on P's. I ain't know that was cuz, like, but listen, I'm still willing to collaborate with a nigga and start some type of YA baby page or YA baby podcast or some shit like that. My nigga, I feel like that'll do numbers. Like, hey, this is
like a YA baby reunion. We all need to be in the chat room, one chat room.
I think we should do that, but this is some big money on the line. I'm gonna let y'all go. Hey, my nigga, I'm glad we was able to have this conversation. I love y'all. Too Black, Too Strong. We all we need. We all we got. Let's live in peace before we be forced arrested. And I'm gone.